This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from. I know our friends out there in Toronto and, of course, the East Coast. My friends over on the East Coast, I hope you're safe. I hope things are kind of wrapping themselves up here today, and hopefully you can get to recovery efforts here in the next few days to start the week. So my friends out on the East Coast, if you're tuning in to start this live stream or you're replaying it, just know we're thinking of you here on Dolynny TV today. So friends, today the Oilers and Jets, the second leg of the what the frig was the word I was using? Hold on. Cumulative. There we go. Yeah, you see, I'm a little rusty at this. I did want to, that's why I wanted to start off with talking about our friends down east in Canada and make sure they're all good and wish them well in their recovery efforts from, of course, the hurricane passing through there. But yes, today the cumulative season continues. We talk about the cumulative season in four parts. You've got rookie camp, you've got main camp, you've got the regular season, and the playoffs. So here we go. Here we go. It is good to go. And I don't know what that is about. So we're just going to remove that. I don't know what that is. However, friends, yeah, right. This is part two of a four-part cumulative season in which the Oilers will try and go out there and win the Stanley Cup. That's what we're looking to do. So hopefully we can get that done this season. But like I said, my expectation is more or less just get to the big dance. That's all I care. Just get to the big boy dance and go out there and show what you're made of. If that's good enough to win a Stanley Cup, well, that's good enough with me. If not, well then, you know what? We regroup and do it all again next year, just like we're doing it all again this year. That's the way to put it. Folks, I guess Spencer's right on the money. First question out of the gate, where can we watch the game? It will be available around 4 o'clock, right? You know how they have that loading screen that they use for interviews and stuff. I am sure it will be available on EdmontonOilers.com around 4 o'clock. You'll be able to tune into that loading screen nice and early, and then away we go. But right now, as things kind of go, if you go to today's pregame setup against the Winnipeg Jets, the viewing information in the directory shows you can watch Sunday's game on EdmontonOilers.com at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. So I'm expecting to see that. And of course, today, Brian, you're going to follow up with a comment quickly about who's in net for both teams. Let's get to it because we've got a little bit of information here on the Jets. I don't have much information on the Oilers. A surprisingly quiet day for opening preseason action. I guess they're trying to make sure Rogers Place is a banging for preseason action. They don't really care about us watching at home. However, friends, this is what I know about the Winnipeg Jets today. That's legitimately all I've been able to find on them. I haven't found a goaltender or anything there, so that's as good as I know. However, Stuart Skinner does start for the Oilers this afternoon, so that's what I know for sure, is that Stuart Skinner will be in net for the Oilers, at least to start the afternoon. No guarantees he's in there for the rest of the afternoon. However, we'll kind of make do with that as we go along, because that will be a game time decision, as they like to say, as Jay Woodcroft put it the other day as well. So it's going to be interesting. And of course, in terms of excited to see anyone, the tough question is who's in the lineup. Who should I be watching based on who's in the lineup? I think they mentioned quickly today that Reed Schaefer's likely to get a game in Seattle. That was mentioned by Kurt Levins of the Edmonton Journal in his 9 Things. They're going to kind of run it similar to how Xavier Bourgault got his game and then went back to junior right away. I think obviously because Reed plays in Seattle, it makes a lot of sense. Pack his bags, get him down, and start his junior season the day after he finishes tomorrow's preseason game with the Oilers. And I think that would be a well-earned situation for Reed Schaefer, who had a solid go, but clearly the Oilers want to play the long game with Schaefer. Same thing they did with Bourgault, same thing they've done with Holloway, right? These past couple of crops of rookies, even Broberg to some extent, and Bouchard, I guess we've been developing them right for a long time now. But what you want to try and do is get these rookies excited about playing in the NHL, get them, hey, this is game level. This is what you need to do to compete against the best of the best to get a job in the NHL. That's what the preseason is, competing against each other for a spot. and then go back to junior and really refine your skills and take what you learned in camp, rookie camp, and of course that 1 or 2 games that you get in preseason. Take that to your main OHL camp or your main whatever where you're playing. Take that home and work all season on it, defining you as a hockey player even more so outside of what the Oilers drafted you to be, and just allow your game to take over from there. And that's kind of what we've seen down the pipeline for the Oilers. We're talking about Xavier Bourgault potentially competing for a spot in the opening night lineup, depending on how contracts line up. Secondary to that, he'll be a mainstay in Bakersfield, and we'll see what he can bring us down there. I know friends down in Bakersfield are very excited to go out there and watch him play. And, right, they got to do that with Dylan Holloway last season and Philip Broberg. So, of course, when you get to see those two kind of guys go through and the next guy, the next caliber guys coming in, that's very exciting. And I think the big thing with Xavier Bourgault and the big thing with Reed Schaefer are these guys are not top 10 picks. These are not traditional top end first round players that the Oilers have been drafting for the past 15 years. These are similar to Kyler Yamamoto, a Kyler Yamamoto style player. A guy who is going to be a bit longer. A guy who's got tremendous assets to his game, but needs a season or two to define what that means at the NHL level. And that's exciting for the Oilers because you're finally getting into actually developing raw talent and building it into NHL caliber bodies on the roster. And that's going to be the really cool thing to see with Reed Schaefer, right? Especially if he does get that game in tomorrow against Seattle in Seattle. That'll be interesting to see how he lines up there. And then, of course, to have another guy to watch in junior, right? I think one of the bright storylines for the Oilers last season was simply just how exciting it was to watch Xavier Bourgault go out there and absolutely dominate for stretches of the season, right? When you get a guy that, hey, you know what? We traded Jesper Wallstedt essentially for Xavier Bourgault. And guess what? The early returns say neither team's lost the trade yet. That's pretty solid because day one, everybody's losing their mind, obviously, about, well, you gave up Wallstedt. You gave up the franchise goaltender in the draft for Xavier Bourgault. What is you doing? Well, we know what we're doing. We're developing talent at a high caliber rate here in Edmonton. I mean, Xavier Bourgault about to go out there and definitely show why he got drafted. And I believe, based on what I've heard, so I've heard rumors that McDavid, the top end boys, are not in the lineup tonight. So obviously a guy like Bourgault, a guy like Holloway, those will be the guys that we're watching today. So it'll be interesting to see for them who kind of shines brightest against this Winnipeg Jets lineup. Like I said, here we go. We'll go over to the Winnipeg Jets lineup quickly. Perfetti, Dubois, Reichel, Harkin, Stenlund, Menelainen, Malott, Lucius, Appleton, Yzerman? I don't know how that one's said, but somebody forgive me. Gustafsson and Toninato. So it's not like the Jets are icing the NHL caliber lineup. I think half this lineup has NHL experience to a large degree. I'd say plus 10 games in their career. However, we're not talking about an NHL lineup that's going to go out there and roll our rookies out of the door. So keep that in mind as well. So here we go. We are up to 24 views. And Pauline, what jerseys are the teams wearing? I would love to tell you. Again, I could not tell you. I haven't seen any content yet today from the Oilers. They've been very quiet. I think if any of you are familiar with the YouTube space outside of Dolynny TV, which I'd assume several of you are who are watching right now, you would have seen the Oilers had a pre-game live stream that literally had nothing except for a loading screen to it for 13 minutes. So keep that in mind, is we did not get any regular pre-game information from the Oilers today. So that's an interesting kind of combination where we're going to have to look to see what's going on pretty much as soon as that live stream goes live at 4 p.m. for us here on EdmontonOilers.com. So we'll see what we got, but hold the phone, my friends. There we go, right on cue. We're asking the questions. We're trying to figure things out, and Mr. Jack Michaels right out of the gate, bang, bang, baby, gets us going with a pre-game lineup. I love it. All right, so Oilers lines, September 25th. Let me save that file. I'll keep it a mystery for you for a second. But the Oilers confirming Stuart Skinner starting in net this afternoon. That's the good news there. Of course, I misspelled Oilers, so now my files are going to be all kinds of screwed, but that's fine. We'll work with it. And there you go. Preseason game 1. Oiler lines. Fogle, McLeod, Puljujarvi. Okay, there we go. We'll take that. Yeah, we won't mind that at all. I don't think we have a problem there. If anything, hold on. I just got to check if I fixed... sorry, I'm tripping. Fixed? Yes, I did. Okay, I did reinstate that. Okay, cool. Fogle, McLeod, Puljujarvi, Holloway, Malone, Virtanen, Benson, Hamlin, Bourgault, Schaefer, Philp, and Chiasson. So, hey, actually, guess what? Reed Schaefer gets today's game as well. So it was a miscalculation on the part of the Edmonton Journal, thinking that Reed Schaefer's game would come tomorrow in Seattle. It still probably will. I think this is definitely one of those, hey, are we dumping you off in Seattle or are you playing in Seattle? That's an interesting development. Kulak, Bouchard, and everybody! Markus Niemelainen returns to the lineup today with Jason Demers on his right side. Everyone's wondered where Niemelainen's been. Everybody's been asking questions. There he is. And Ryan Murray and Dmitry Samorukov. So these 6 guys in the lineup for the Oilers are all guys outside of Kulak and Bouchard who are competing for a roster spot. Essentially, if you say there's 2 roster spots available on the Oilers D, those are your 4 guys kind of more or less competing for it, other than Vinny Desharnais. So keep that in mind. That's your defensive situation tonight. And then, of course, Stuart Skinner gets in net as well. So like I said, you know what? We get a good look at the Oilers lineup here. And I think you've got 4 lines that you're expecting a lot out of from everybody, right? Fogle, McLeod, Puljujarvi. McLeod, the last holdout before camp. Not necessarily his fault, team's fault, whatever. Puljujarvi, lots of rumors. Fogle, same thing, right? Whether the rumors were actually there for Fogle or it was just fan directed the full time like I tried to. You got 2 guys on McLeod's wing who have been yelled about in the online space all summer long. Here they are at Oilers camp, September 25th, looking to stake their claim to the Oilers lineup. Fantastic. Fantastic. You know what? This is exactly what you want to see. And if those boys are going to play the most time out of anyone, obviously they should. They're the only lineup mainstays in this lineup for the Oilers, the only guys with experience in the NHL to a heavy degree outside of Brad Malone and Jake Virtanen. But again, those are not guys we're talking about being main roster players as of yet. They got to earn that. Holloway, obviously, same thing. Playing on a line with Malone and Virtanen, that is a line that has to earn their way into the Oilers opening night roster. And I think the reason they're all together is because should they all make it, they're all going to make it together, right? Is that line more or less is part of how the Oilers end up $165, $163 shy of the NHL salary cap to enact the LTIR and have the space we need with a 21-man roster to do what we want to do. So keep that in mind there, my friends. Tyler Benson, well, James Hamlin, and Xavier Bourgault, your 3rd line. What do you want to say about that one? These are all guys that are that tier below Holloway, Malone, Virtanen. These are guys that are guaranteed to be in the AHL for most of this season. However, right, earn your way up. I think Tyler Benson's got the leg up on any of the other 2. James Hamlin, though, that rookie camp performance, captaining that team, going 3-0, very impressive. Can he continue it? Well, he dominated the AHL last year, so probably. And Xavier Bourgault, bust out and have a big game and keep your camp alive, man. That's what we're looking for from him. Reed Schaefer, Noah Philp, Jake Chiasson. These guys, well, what do we like about these guys? These guys are obviously just getting their feet wet at Edmonton Oilers main camp. Most likely gone after tomorrow. All 3 of them, I'd say. Noah Philp's probably going to hang around a little bit longer out of any of those 3. However, again, right, Chiasson will be down to the HL. Schaefer will be back in the dub by Tuesday morning. It'll be what it'll be. But again, these guys, again, can prolong their camp and force their way into the lineup tomorrow in Seattle should they want to go out there and get it. And this feels really weird to me, folks. feels really weird to me, right? I haven't done this whole Oilers pregame, preseason stuff in a couple of years, and to be talking about going into Seattle, I know they've been around for a full year, but it's actually quite weird to be saying that out loud here on Dolynny TV on a live stream. So keep that in mind. But there you go. That's your Oilers lineup for today's game. Um, yeah, so it's pretty good. Um, let's see what we got. Where can you watch the game? So, friends, where can you watch the game? I will drop the link in here. It'll be on the EdmontonOilers.com main page as soon as they get the stream fired up. I don't know if it'll be region locked or not. So if it's region locked, that's why I'm live. I'm here to kind of just keep everybody informed if the game is region locked. That's kind of my idea. Is there's views to be had, there's a game to be talked about should the game be region locked on EdmontonOilers.com, which by region locked I mean Alberta, Saskatchewan, and the Northwest Territories will be the only places in Canada and in the world that should be able to watch this game unless somebody's pirating a stream on a sketchy website somewhere. So keep that in mind. And again, I'd ask anyone who's watching to refrain from putting the sketchy links in my comments, just because I know YouTube doesn't really appreciate that, and it kind of hurts the stream a little bit when that happens, when the links start popping up in the stream. So please just refrain from that. But if you know somebody and you can post on Twitter or something, go for it. Other than that, friends, we are set for the game. We'll go back to the Winnipeg Jets lineup quickly, as we'll go right here back to Murat's lineup. Perfetti, Dubois, Reichel, Harkin, Stenlund, Maenalainen, Malott, Lucius, Appleton, Isamont, Gustafsson, and Toninato. We don't have the full details on the Winnipeg Jets like we do the Oilers, but again, the Winnipeg Jets don't have a Jack Michaels like we have a Jack Michaels as the Oilers fans. I'm going to finish my coffee quickly. Nothing like a cold latte to hit you hard pre-game at 3:48. So again, for the Oilers tiers, you got your for sures on the roster. Foegele, McLeod, Puljujarvi. They have to work their way there, but they are the bubble guys, Holloway, Malone, Virtanen. Your bubble guys who are going to be your top line kind of caliber players in the AHL, should they not make the Oilers, but will be in the NHL at some point this season, but won't start out more than likely unless they beat out the guys above them. Now Schaefer, Philp, Chason, that is WHL, AHL, AHL kind of situation. Again, not a bad call at all. Outside of the top pairing defense for the Oilers, Niemelainen, Demers, Murray, and Samorukov are your four defensemen competing for the last spot in conjunction with Vinny Desharnais, who will be the fifth guy in that mass mix to try and have that spot where Broberg is penciled in now. Broberg's earned that. He deserves it. But there's five guys who would love to try and unseat him out of that spot in the next 2 weeks of games. So keep that in mind right there, my friends. Good afternoon and welcome to Dolynny TV. It's my pleasure to have you along and my pleasure to have you back on the channel for another season of Edmonton Oilers talk, Edmonton Oilers discussion and opinions here on Dolynny TV. It's been a long time coming that we get a live game stream back fired up. Obviously, we had one there live when the Oilers and Flames had wild game one of the second round. I kind of ended the stream way too early because I would love to mess around and have a good time with that game the whole way through. However, again, this year, if you're tuning in and you're like, hey, this guy's back, what the heck? Trying to take it a little bit more easier of a pace, I guess you could say. And quite simply with that, what I'm doing is just doing it on my terms, having a good time. And I think we can all agree that that's what's best when it comes to the Oilers. Enjoy in moderation. Because one thing I've learned in 4 years, 5 years of covering this team, they will drive you absolutely bananas if you make your entire life around them. As I can quite attest, there's enough videos on the channel to show and prove that to you folks. If you're new to the channel, what I want you to do is consider hitting that subscribe button during the live stream. Not right now, during the live stream as we get things going along throughout the game and you kind of get a feel for what I kind of analyze as a guy watching a hockey game, broadcasting it to you on YouTube, is quite simply just get a feel for it. Let me know what you're thinking, and maybe potentially hit that subscribe button. Should we get anywhere today with the subscribe button, we are going to be crushing it because we are 9 subscribers off the all-time pace here on Dolynny TV. The number was 8782, and we're currently at 8774. So keep that on going. And this is the other side too, friends. Today we're going to have, if you're new to the channel, we'll have friends from the Jets fandom coming on over. We'll have friends from our Oilers land that have been here or haven't been here, and we'll enjoy ourselves a little bit of a live stream. Once the game fires up over to obviously being live, I'll do my best to pay attention to the game and stay away from the comment section, and we'll make sure we got full coverage on the game as we can. Obviously there's some friends joining in right now as well. And guys, just in case you're looking for the link to tonight's game, I've linked it in the chat at the top. I've pinned it, edmontonoilers.com, to watch the game. Go there. Obviously they should have the game live for you. You can go to the Oilers Twitter and click that as well, but yeah, it should be live here in the next little bit if I'm not mistaken. I'm just looking for the link to open up right now myself. The other side too is if edmontonoilers.com doesn't work for you, go nhl.com/Oilers, and that may open it up as well. So there's still live preseason coverage right there, big flag. It's the 2 versus logos. There we go. We are off and running, my friends, for the game. Oilers app users, click here to watch the game. No, we don't want to do that. We want to go right here, archive preseason warm-up. No, we don't want that. Don't want that. Watch live below and follow along with our in-app game. What's going on? Somebody give me here. Somebody give this to me. 20 teams, lineups. There's Diz, Oilers today. Okay, hold on. I am messing this up. Give me a sec here. I gotta pull a tab over and look at this more legitimately other than on my big TV screen, because this is not working for me. Click here to watch the game. You can watch the game on edmontonoilers.com or follow preseason game live coverage. Okay, why is it not getting this going? Let's see. Live preseason coverage. It should be there. Okay, well, we'll figure this out. Trust me, we got still another 7 minutes before things truly get going here, so that's why I'm not too worried about it. Oilers in-game app, play-by-play, highlights, face-off, shot report, time on ice, listen live. You've got to be kidding me if it's not broadcast live, but it should be. That's why I am just kind of tripping out. Click here or below to watch the video. Oilers today pregame versus Winnipeg. Nope, so they're still waiting to set up the link. So you want to go to the article entitled Preseason Oilers versus Jets Live Coverage, and then you should be able to hit refresh once things get going here in just a moment. The game might have to start in order for it to appear. Exactly, that's what I'm theorizing here anyway, folks. We should be tight to the deadline here quickly. I'm just going to run an ad. If anyone wants to let me know if that ends up popping up on your end, that'd be greatly appreciated to know if I actually set the stream up right. It's been a long time since I last set up a stream, so keep that in mind as well. But okay, so we should be rocking and rolling, I think. Again, I'm kind of doing things a different way than I historically have on my channel, so keep that in mind as well. It's something we're testing out new stuff as this season goes along, so we're trying our best to get things going. So okay, still nothing there yet. 3:55, we'll flip at 4 o'clock and we'll see what happens then, I guess you could say. But quickly, I'm just going to take a second to see what this Instagram photo. On my TV, I'm going to watch on channel 1402 Bell. Is that NHL Network by chance? And to answer an earlier question, the Oilers are in the royal blues to start tonight's game. So again, an updated, fresher look of that jersey right there. So keep that in mind, my friends. So let's go. The Oilers lineup out and going. And here we go. Let's get this going. Let's see what we can get going on Sportsnet 3 on Bell. So I wonder if that's, yeah, I could not tell you. Hold on, let me see if I can get this going on my sportsnet.ca app and see if we can't find the game there. That'd be interesting to see if they've got something there for sure. So Give me a sec, friends. We'll watch the game. I thought it was going to be really easy and everything was going to figure itself out nice and easy, but apparently it's not. So we're going to try and figure this out. Of course, the Flames would have coverage today, but apparently we do not have coverage of the Oilers game today on the Sportsnet Now schedule, if I'm not mistaken. That's a real shame. They really got to figure that out. Oh well, guess not. Okay, cool. We are waiting on EdmontonOilers.com then, and hopefully it'll just fire up as magically as it does prior to 4 o'clock or at 4 o'clock, and then we're off and running and away we go. That's kind of the theory I'm running by. I can run around in the same circle a million times. You guys know that all too well if you've watched the channel, so keep that in mind. The Oilers lineup, still nothing. Okay, cool. So we'll just wait to refresh that when time is due, and we'll see what happens at that point, my friends. Again, I'm just seeing a whole bunch of people tune in. Welcome back to Dolynny TV, or welcome to Dolynny TV, depending on if this is your first time joining or not. My pleasure to have you along today. I gotta say, hopefully today we can get things going with a W. Quickly, I'll flash you the Oilers lineup. Actually, it's already up there, so if you haven't had a chance to read it and you just threw the stream on so you can kind of have coverage of the game because you're not going to be able to watch, but you want to hear at least some thoughts on it. Pardon me as I choke on whatever remnants of coffee was in my throat. Fogle, McLeod, Puljujarvi, your top line for today's preseason game. Holloway, Malone, Virtanen, your second line. Benson, Hamblin, Bourgault, your third line. And then, of course, the fourth line that are really not going to make it, guys, but still got to be here for some point anyway. Schaefer, Philp, and Chiasson. The defense is where the competition comes in heavily today. Kulak, Bouchard, Marcus Niemelainen, a name we have not heard much at all for the past 2 months. He's in there with Jason Demers on the second pair, followed up with Murray and Samorukov as your third pair. So Samorukov looking to hopefully have his NHL season go better than it did last year with Dave Tippett and that whole mess, and that was just not a great debut for Dmitry Samorukov, unfortunately. Hopefully a better go for him today. So again, friends, quickly, if you're looking for the game, it should be live on EdmontonOilers.com here in the next 5 minutes or so. I know these streams are always a little suspect to start out, but hopefully the Oilers get this figured out and they fire up the preseason live stream right out of the gate here. We should be good to go. They've got pregame coverage, latest from Oilers TV. Why is this saying live? What's this saying? Hold on. What's going on here? Is this streaming? Streaming? I don't know. I could not tell you. Hold on. We'll figure it out. Let me see if I can't go back over to the Oilers Twitter. See if we can't find it over there, I guess you could say. Let me see if I can find that. Nope. Jack Michaels didn't have the information. So let's go EdmontonOilers.com. See new tweets and see if there's anything up there that we can find. So they retweeted Jack Michaels' tweet and there's still nothing, so it's almost 4 o'clock. We won't worry about it too much. We'll get things rolling in just a matter of moments, I promise you that. Trust me. Again, let me just try refreshing this. See what we can figure out here, guys. I'm just kind of panicking. I get a little panicky with these preseason games because they always are so late to get things up, and I like to have my game already. Like, honestly, when I'm live streaming a regular season or playoff game, I've already got the channel open for the past 2 hours just watching, and then I hit live when it's time to go live, kind of deal. But the Edmonton Oilers will begin. You can watch the game on EdmontonOilers.com or listen. Okay, it's 4 o'clock, guys. Let's go. Let's get this going. Good day. Archive, still preseason game stuff. What the heck? Okay, are we not rocking and rolling yet? Let me go back here. If anyone figures this out before I do, let me know. Starts 10 minutes late because of the national anthem, and usually I wonder if they broadcast, though. That's the only thing I'm wondering, right? Normally they should broadcast that. Oh, hold on. Why isn't this loading? Let's see if I can't... Okay, so apparently there's a feed on EdmontonOilers.com if you scroll down, but it's not actually actioning anything, so it's just a black screen. Be interested to know. You can pause it. Let's see what we got going on here. Can I figure this out? The old challenge. Can Dolynny TV figure out how to use the internet? That's the good challenge here now. Click here to view our in-game blog. Listen live, box score, event score, face-offs, shot report. 20 teams out for warm-ups. Tonight's game will begin at 4 p.m. Again, nothing of value there on that preseason Oilers live coverage as of yet. Yeah, if anyone can figure it out, I'd greatly appreciate it. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to be a complete confused turnaround, but apparently today I am, and eventually we'll figure this out and get a live broadcast going at some point. I'd just like to know if we could get something moving. See, that's just not doing anything right there. Watch more Oilers TV again. Come on, guys, let's figure this out. Come on, Oilers, let's get this going. 4:01 p.m. They still don't have the live stream up as far as I can see. Aye. Way to derail a live stream quickly here, eh? It just is what it is, but we'll panic and we'll figure it out and we'll get it going as quickly as we can here, because I'm sure it's not end of the world if they don't have it live and up as of yet. Looks like they've got, see if I can go to the game center here. Nope, that's the game center on NHL.com. We don't want that, unfortunately. It's saying it's broadcast on NHL Network. I'm not believing them there. Still, that live button is just not working for anything, so like to know what to think there if anyone's got it figured out. Arizona versus yeah, we are 1 hour behind. Yeah, so okay, hold on, momentary panic, but we'll get this sorted as soon as we possibly can. I just gotta wait for this live stream to kick in. I don't know what we got going on here. I'm gonna refresh the Oilers Twitter, see if we can't figure something out. It's 4:02, so it's not like it's a major panic, but obviously there's something going on here that's holding things up on the production end of things. Let me see if I can just click over to EdmontonOilers.com, refresh the web link, and see if something will work here. And so far, nothing. And again, that button's still not working, so I'd like to know what I'm missing here. If anyone can figure that out for me, that'd be greatly appreciated, because I don't know at this point if I'm going to figure it out. That's the worst part. Normally when it gets down to crunch time on a live stream, I always panic a little bit and it just doesn't work out. Yeah, it's going to be unfortunate not playing the Flames. Your channel is blocked out. Okay. So that makes sense. That makes sense that the TV stream would be blacked out, because I know regional restrictions, and of course it says it's only broadcast online. That's the other part that I'm kind of tripping up about quickly here, is that it's only broadcast online. So I'd wonder where they've got this feed at this point. Let me see if I can't figure this out. Make sure my desktop audio is muted. Yeah, still waiting for this one to fire up. Sorry folks, we should be getting going here in momentary time. Just got to figure this stream out and find out where they're broadcasting this game. It's supposed to be on EdmontonOilers.com. However, they still don't have the link up and fired up as of yet. But again, if you watch those rookie games, you'd know how quickly those rookie games were a mess right out of the gate. If you watched Game 1 against Winnipeg of the rookie games, they had 3 cameras and a graphic up on the screen, and there was a camera in the background, and it was a complete mess around for the first 5 minutes of the first period. So the fact that they just don't have a stream up, I guess I'll take that over the headache of not being able to watch the game online as of yet. So keep that in mind. Hopefully here we'll get things rolling in just a moment. The rookie games were quite a disaster, that is for sure. So friends, obviously you're just as frustrated as I am. I'm watching the numbers climb here. We're up to 165 folks tuning into the live stream right now. So I can quite honestly agree with you that you're probably just as frustrated as I am. So you don't need me sitting here complaining to you, other than hopefully one of us somewhere along the way figures this out and we get this sorted, because goodness sakes, this is some kind of frustrating here on a live stream, right? You guys are just trying to figure it out because you want to watch the game. I'm trying to figure it out because I want to broadcast the game, and I'm trying to figure it out live. The old broadcasting analogy, we'll do it live, and well, we're failing to do it live right now, because for some reason the Oilers still do not have this game up and broadcast as of yet. So I mean, 4:05, it could flip over there. Again, it could be like those old Sportsnet streams where they don't flip the game on until like 4:10, like somebody else mentioned in the chat earlier. So keep that in mind. We might just have to sit tough for a few minutes, wait for the national anthems to get up and done with, and then we can actually watch today's game on the live stream. I'm actually not too sure. We'll find out. Yeah, so the Oilers are actually just walking out of the locker room right now, so I guess that could be part of the problem, is the Oilers just walked out of the locker room. I don't know. Yeah, no, absolutely, guys. I'm trying to sort this out because number one thing, I want to bring the game to you if you can't watch it, but dang, do I want to watch the game myself. Trust me, I'm amped up. Those rookie games had me pretty hopped up on how exciting this year could end up being for the Oilers. Obviously, sweeping your first 3 games. We're coming into the cumulative season, part 2, still undefeated. That's a pretty good stretch. Obviously, today things could change, but end of the day is I'm just looking forward to the Oilers hopefully coming out and getting a go. So Sportsnet now will not work. It's only regionally broadcast on the Edmonton Oilers stuff. Is it actually playing on the Edmonton Oilers YouTube? I didn't check there. That could be it. Let's go check that quickly. And yeah, I don't got anything on the Oilers YouTube as of yet either. Doesn't say they're live. It's supposed to be live on the website is what the problem is, live on the Oilers website, and then it'll be probably posted on the Oilers YouTube, similar to the rookie games. That's at least what my assumption is here. And again, we've got just a few seconds to go before hopefully 4:10 rolls around and we can get this sorted out. TSN Winnipeg YouTube? Oh, okay. Watching it on the TSN Winnipeg YouTube. Okay. Let's see what we got. TSN Winnipeg. See if we can't figure this out. So there's a whole bunch of sketchy links. Okay, and yeah, I don't see anything live there either. So again, guys, I don't know what to tell you. Hopefully we get this figured out quickly and we can get rolling with a hockey game. Again, I think it was mentioned, right? 4:10 is probably the magical number. They'll flip the stream live after the national anthems and then, well, national anthem, and then away we'll go. We'll walk the game the rest of the way home, but kind of frustrating. I would have liked to see some of the preseason or pregame stuff. I mean, I guess make it worth the ticket price to be in the building for a Sunday at 4 p.m. game, but yeah, the game has not started as far as I understand. We should still be a few minutes away. The Oilers were just walking out of the locker room 5 seconds ago with the new threads in motion, so hopefully we get things rolling here in a mere moments and we should be good. Hopefully we get to go. Yeah, you guys can't watch the game either. That's what I'm figuring. Nobody's having luck finding the game as of yet, so hopefully we can get things up and rolling here in the matter of the next few minutes and we get things going. Like normally on the live game thread they have a live player that pops right up, so I'm just kind of watching for that to pop up, refreshing as frequently as I can and hoping something starts playing the game somewhere at some point here in a moment. So watch more Oilers TV. That goes over to there, which is the Oilers TV playlist, and Oilers vs. Jets preseason. So I guess, yeah, they do have it loaded up on the Oilers channel right now. It's just a matter of getting it over and actually being able to watch it, I guess, is what the problem is. They haven't actually started feeding live feed through to the live feed page. That's what I think I've just figured out here, so hopefully that holds true and we're actually on pace with that there and we should be good to go. So why is that actually getting worse? Not getting worse instead of better. Sure. I could not tell you, but that should do it pretty much there and we should be good to go somewhere in just a second. So what do we got? We got live pregame coverage still there. And what I'm telling you is based on what I know, Nemo scores, so it's on. Where's it on, guys? Where's it on? Again, I can't, if it's on TSN 3, I don't think I can watch it because it's region locked. Again, why is this not working for me? Come on now, guys. Let's figure this out. There we go. There we go. And load. And it's not loading. Okay. Alright, this is embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. Let me see if I can go flip to my TSN.ca app and see if my TSN.ca app's going to work for me today. And hopefully that'll get it going. Live. This is frustrating. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this is frustrating. So Nemo scores apparently. This is good. They're listening to it. Okay. Oilers YouTube channel. Again, I don't think so. If the Oilers YouTube channel had it, I would not have 283 people watching me live on YouTube at once. Just my public opinion number one. So let's see if my tsn.ca number 3 will work here, and we should be good to get the game. Schedule program is not available in my region. Bingo! There we go. So again, if you're a Jets fan, that is what's going on. Is we can't watch it. So let me see if this link's gonna work. See if we can get this going. Chatting on my phone. It's unlisted on the Oilers YouTube channel, is it? Okay. See, I didn't see a link in the chat here, so unlisted on the Oilers YouTube channel. Aye, guys, I'm all kinds of turned around here. See if we can't figure this out here. Preseason Oilers coverage. Kevin Bouchard. Ah, there we go. There it is. Bingo. So it's on the Oilers YouTube channel. Just Niemelainen scores the goal. 18:03 to go. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Let me move that over. And let's see if we can't just move this over. Okay, that makes a lot more sense that it's unlisted on YouTube. If I would have checked the comments section any sooner, we would have been gold. Okay, there we go. Good to go. So, Oilers YouTube is playing it live, but it's unlisted, my friends. So here we go. You want to abandon me and go over to watch the Oilers YouTube game, copy video URL. Hopefully this works. Let me delete this, and there we go. So it's on the Oilers website, but here you go. Link to game. And then we'll watch this game go and do it. There we go. Sorry, guys. That was hard enough, but I'm glad we can sort it out and we could get it rolling for you here. So there you go. Link to the game is linked in the chat. Open up the chat function and away we go. The Oilers currently in their own end, looking to defend, moved off the puck there, and Bouchard gets it across to Kulak. The Oilers are up and out of the zone, in flight, poked back by the Winnipeg Jets, and they'll turn back and get things going here. Dubois, miscue at the line, and here comes Ryan McLeod down the near side wing. He's going to open up into the middle, scooped away from the Oilers by a flailing Winnipeg Jets stick, and it'll be moved back into the Oilers zone, where the defense collects and moves it forward. It'll go past the stick of the offensive blue line attacker for the Oilers, and it'll be moved again by the Winnipeg Jets out from behind their own net. Away they go in flight now. Here's the shot across and in behind the Oilers net. Picked up there. It'll be chipped along the boards, and the Oilers again clear the zone. So no sustained zone time yet for the Jets based on the 35 seconds of the game I've watched so far. So here we go. The Oilers attacking right there. Good forechecking. Now a chance for the Oilers on the backhand, and save made on James Hamblin. The Oilers getting another shot on goal. There's fourth of the game. And that was a good attack there from Dylan Holloway, who gets the forecheck going. Open ice right to the middle for James Hamblin on the forehand pass through a couple of Winnipeg Jets, cutting through a couple guys as well. And it's a shot on net for James Hamblin, who will get the face off to the right of the Jets goaltender. Here we go, folks. Again, if you haven't abandoned me yet, please abandon me to go watch the game. Enjoy the game. And if you're just wondering where to watch the game, I've got it linked in the chat here on the channel. So here we go. The Oilers force another turnover. They've done that twice in about 10 seconds here in the offensive zone. Xavier Borgo now out there for the Oilers, out there with his line, looking to keep things going with Tyler Benson. And Benson's going to get hard in on the forecheck, force the Jets to more or less just play it into the neutral zone and get rid of it. Again, linked to any other games I could not help you with, unfortunately, as the Oilers will reset behind their own net and start out from their own end. It'll be worked there by Samorukov up the boards. It'll play off of a Jet stick, bobble across the Oilers blue line and into the middle of the ice, where Noah Phillips able to steal it away and start it out for the Oilers, collected at their own blue line by the Winnipeg Jets. And it's a 4-1 shot advantage, a 1-0 lead for the Oilers. As here come the Jets across the blue line, a nice nifty zone entry. Stuart Skinner will start, but it looks like they will have been offside on that play. So for the Oilers, they catch a break right there and get things rolling right out of the gate. Nice and early, 1-0 on the Marcus Niemelainen tally. And it looks like we've got a lot of fans in the building today for the Oilers. Lots of folks just coming on down to Rogers Place to enjoy the first game of the season. Everybody in the nice new royal blues. Obviously, some folks still wearing their old safety oranges, but here we go. 15:08 to go in this first period. A turnover at the Oilers' blue line leads to the Jets pushing it across into the Oilers' end. A quick couple of passes go awry in the Oilers' zone for the Oilers, and here's a wide open slot shot. Stuart Skinner, the save. Big one right there, point blank on one of the Jets attackers, and now in flight come the Oilers. 3-on-4, bad numbers against, shot on, and it's a save for the goaltender, David Riddick of the Winnipeg Jets. So there you go. Here we go. Let's get this going. 1-0, 5 to the shots, and the Oilers rolling across. Fogel's wearing an A today. That's hilarious. And it is Ryan McLeod firing the shot on. It's David Riddick in net to start the game for the Winnipeg Jets. Stuart Skinner in net for the Oilers to start things out. Looks like they're going to have lots of shots of the crowd. Brett Kulak absolutely hammers one off the face-off. The Oilers regain control. Out there is Dylan Holloway, cuts to the front of the net, can't get it to go. Evan Bouchard collects at the other point. It's going to moved across into the middle, but bobbled off the Oilers' stick. So the Jets start it back the other way. Oilers collect after an errant pass, and here come the Oilers. Dylan Holloway in on the attack, cuts to the middle, loses the handle. That would have been a pretty play if he'd been able to get a shot off. Still pretty nonetheless. Love seeing that power forward edge skating ability to his game. 1-0 for the Oilers. Here's the Jets now collect and set up zone time in the Oilers' end. Poked forward, and here come the Oilers again out of their own zone, but turned back quickly by the Jets. They skated around their own face-off dots. They'll work just shy of their own blue line. D pitch to catch at the face-off dots again. Now they'll headman it ahead and get it all the way down off a bounce to Stuart Skinner, who will see this go across and up the ice, and it looks like we've got it figured out here as it's going to go D for the Oilers. They're going to play it ahead, work it out of the zone, out of the neutral, and all the way in behind the Jets goal in the near side corner where James Hamlin and Xavier Bourgault meet up with it. However, Bourgault's big pass goes wide, and it'll go all the way down to Skinner yet again, who skates out to play it. 1-0 for the Oilers on a Marcus Niemelainen goal. We had a struggle to figure out the stream early, but we got her going now. As the Oilers are across the blue line, it's James Hamlin attacking again. I love his tenacity. He's on the puck. He's engaged at every facet of the puck. So you'll love to see that out of a guy who could be a depth centerman for this team in a long run to the playoffs this year. 1-0 for the Oilers. Tipped into the Jets zone. Skinner out to play it yet again. He's going to backhand it across there. Samorukov plays it ahead, chipped there, and the Oilers will start away. Phillips in on the forecheck, 2 Oilers down low, gets the puck all the way back to the blue line to the Jets, but back into control at their own blue line are the Oilers. Here's Evan Bouchard looking to play this one in. He'll flip it right into a Jets glove, and they'll turn back and fire it in down deep. Stuart Skinner out to play it, can't catch up with it, so near side boards Evan Bouchard battling 2 Jets players, can't get it going, and now Reed Schaefer's going to flip it off the glass and get it going out of the zone. So here are the Jets after a couple of bobbles regrouping at their own blue line, and now the game kind of starting to speed up a little bit here, but because of that, Stuart Skinner has one come right on his stick, and he will just flop on top of it wearing that new Stewie mask and hold on, hold tight, and he's got that new coloring to the Oilers jersey. You love it. The reverse retro, which we will see debuted in November, and we will see it kind of officially announced here in October. So folks, if you're just tuning in, if you haven't checked the link to the game over on YouTube on the Edmonton Oilers channel, it's unlisted today. So that's really incredible that they do something like that. That's kind of backhand. I don't know why you wouldn't just stream it live to your YouTube or live to your website, but I guess the Oilers, they're choosing to do it a little bit more accessible, a little bit easier streaming setup today for them. So that's it. That's all. And what do we got? So link to the live stream there, and on the board, Marcus Niemelainen struck within a minute of things getting going. Would you know it? And let's see what we can do. Can't watch the game other than this. If you can, you please. Yeah, guys, I can't turn the camera around and risk whatchamacallit, copyrights. I don't know how preseason games work, but it's on YouTube. Literally all you have to do is click the link to the game in the chat, right? It's on YouTube itself. If you can watch YouTube, you can watch the link to the game. I guarantee you that. I promise you that. So looks like they've got last year's graphics still for the Oilers in-house entertainment. So keep that in mind as well. The old graphics from last year, just based on the coloring, that's all I'm going off of, is still from last year. So keep it in mind. But it looks like a lot of young Oilers fans being able to take in an early Sunday game, 4 p.m. It's perfect. It's an absolute perfect time to have Oilers hockey in the preseason because these young fans get to go out to the building and enjoy it. So let's see what's going on. Tim, good day. What's up? Not too much. Having a great stream so far, I'd say. So far. We'll see how things roll out here. The Oilers up 1-0. Jets work it quickly off a face-off win in the Oilers' end. Shot comes in and goes out of play almost as quickly as it went off the stick. That was quite the rip. And I think Brett Kulak's also wearing an A for the Oilers today in this one. So keep that in mind there too. Looks like the Oilers have a couple of veteran players in the lineup wearing an A. I'd be interested. I haven't seen a glimpse of Puljujärvi's jersey yet in this one, but I imagine Puljujärvi's probably wearing an A if everyone is wearing an A. And unfortunately, I am not using the new camera. The new camera has to be set up right in front of my TV if I want to be able to watch properly, and I just can't justify setting that up to interfere with watching the game today. So unfortunately, we don't have the new camera going, but we'll have it rolling at some point here. We've already used it a couple of times for other videos, so I think the rave reviews are in. Puljujärvi forechecking hard, and he's going to get away with the trip. All right, good go. Yes, Puljujärvi wisely drops the stick as soon as it got tangled up, and that's it. That's all. So let's see what we can get going here as it's turned back for the Jets, and it'll be met there by Puljujärvi in the offensive zone. He'll just spin it down low. Shift was over. The Oilers 6 shots, the Jets 3. And now we got to see if the Oilers can keep it in. They can't. It's at the blue line here. Chipped back in, though, quickly and chased in by the Oilers, who get kind of rubbed out on the defense coming in. So now 1-0 for the Oilers. Like I said, it was Markus Niemelainen scoring a minute in before I could figure out how to watch the live stream. And now the Oilers are going to chip it around the boards. It'll be back into Jets' possession. Far side wing and back to the blue line now, middle of the ice. Shot fired, and Stuart Skinner, 3-4 bodies in front, no problem for Stuart Skinner, who holds on and makes the save, my friends. So here we go. Quickly, I'm going to throw you an ad. Let me know if you get it. But my friends, the link to the game is pinned in the chat. Quite simply, the link to the game, you'll see a chat from me at the top of the chat, and it'll say link to game. It's a YouTube link. Click it, and it's just unlisted on the Oilers YouTube, so you can go to either edmontonoilers.com and watch it on the live player there, which is also the YouTube link, but it's just embedded on the chat on their website, or you can just simply click that link there and you should be good to go. That's how I'm watching, quite honestly. No tricks up my sleeve here, I promise you that much. So for the Oilers, 10:42 to go in this first period. Xavier Bourgault out there for the Oilers, looking to really make an impact this camp because he's just that close, right? He's going to be here at some point this season. It's just a matter of when, and hopefully for the Oilers, it's now, right? I mean, just as a trial run, if he can just get out there and get a couple of games in, wouldn't mind that at all to start the season. But he has to earn it, and that's the beauty of the Oilers' internal competition this season, is they have to go out there and earn it. And here's a chance now for the Jets where they're going to turn it in. Neither teams really had those great moments of pressure. I think Dylan Holloway and James Hamblin have kind of impressed me the most to start things out. Haven't really, I don't think I've noticed the second line yet as of today. But we'll, I guess Holloway, I don't know. I thought Holloway was on the second line, so potentially I have been impressed by the second line. I just didn't notice it, or they were in the middle of a shift change. The Oilers dump it down deep, 1-0 as we cross the halfway mark of the first period. And now up into neutral ice, the Jets will chip it in. And nice, nifty knockdown out of midair. There's a shot and a wraparound opportunity, but the Jets can't convert. And now at the blue line, the Jets fire another shot. Stuart Skinner the save. That's shot number 6 of the game for the Jets as it comes into the near side corner. And let's see what we can get going here as the Oilers turn it around. And it'll be moved around, and all of a sudden I'm dealing with some severe lag in the stream. And looks like we will have a penalty upcoming to the Oilers for a hook. And again, guys, it's not complicated rocket science. I don't mean to sound agitated by it, but you can watch the game the same way I am just by simply clicking the link to the game on YouTube right here. This is the link. It's a YouTube link, and you should be good to go unless it's region locked, but I've never heard of a region locked YouTube stream, so you should be able to watch it there unless they've got some kind of super setup on it there. I could not tell you, but so hook for the Oilers, who will go shorthanded for the first time this preseason. My friends, welcome into Dolynny TV. If you're new to the channel, I'd love for you to subscribe and stick around for Oilers coverage all this year. Live streams will be a little bit more of a specialty thing throughout the year as opposed to just every time there's a game. But my friends, I'd like to also say we have crushed an all-time new high for subscribers on Dolynny TV. 8788, my friends. Previous high was 8782, and I guess I can officially say I am back. As this live stream for some reason just seems to have froze up, so let me see if I can't refresh it here and get things sorted. Watch on YouTube and we should be good to go. There we go. Yep, we're back and live. Good. But yeah, that live stream, we should be good to go. Yeah, absolutely, friends. Let's get this going. If I can't, I don't know why it's freezing up. Hold on, that's really strange to me, but let's see if I can't just do this, and also give you this link. If you can't seem to access it via the YouTube link, let's see if we can't get this going. That's also the link to the game. So I don't know if it's just back end. I'm trying to send you a YouTube link that doesn't work because it's unlisted or what. But hopefully that'll work for it there, my friends. So let's go crush this, shall we? And hopefully get this live stream refreshed. I don't know if the Oilers stream is just acting up or if I'm just not having luck with the YouTube stream as of right now. Hopefully things get going in a matter of moments. Looks like things aren't going to freeze up on me now. So, oh, nope, they are going to freeze up on me again. Okay, all right, weird go. Give me a minute. We'll figure this out. There we go. Oilers are back. Come on. Let's go. There we go. So, Jets to the power play. They're in on the attack, but quickly turned back by the Oilers. And the Oilers are actually kind of in flight. Dylan Holloway going to chip a shot on net. Stick tied up last second, and the shot is blocked, but he's in on the forecheck, taking up Jets' time in the offensive zone. So right out of the gate, number one priority for the Oilers is to get Dylan Holloway on the penalty kill in the first period of the first preseason game. Don't mind me at all. That's phenomenal to see. And quickly they fire it down the ice as well. So the Oilers right out of the gate doing a good job killing penalties, being time in the offensive zone. Secondary to that, firing pucks down the length of the ice for a clear and not really letting the Jets set up comfortably. And they're also not helping themselves by making kind of errant passes. But for the Oilers, you like to see what you've seen out of this penalty killing unit to start. Here's James Hamlin at the blue line looking to come up with a puck or force a bad decision. Jets starting to work around and really whip that puck around the Oilers zone now. Near side boards into the corner. Slot shot. Stuart Skinner the save. The Jets now have the shot lead in the game. And it looks like we have Stuart Skinner's mask came off. So keep that in mind. Stuart Skinner's mask popped off. So we'll have a freeze in the action quickly. Hello, Miss Zap. How are you doing, Zap Zap? How are you doing? And that's a shot to the helmet of Stuart Skinner right off the shot. I mean, it was a quick shot that bounced off him right away, and he bit that right in the chiclets. And that one will pop off his mask, and we will have a reset on this Jets power play here. 7-6 the shots, 1-0 the lead for the Oilers, though. So the Jets have a lead in the shots by 1, and the Oilers in the goal column on a goal from Marcus Niemelainen, who everybody's wondering where he's been. Well, there he is on the score sheet right away at Oilers camp. And it's iced all the way down the ice. Winnipeg Jets see this puck back behind the net. Yes, Puljujärvi doing a good job fighting that puck out of the Jets' possession for a second. But again, that's what you want to see. Just hold up that power play as much as you can, and that's exactly what the Oilers are doing here. Brad Malone, yes, Puljujärvi doing a dang fine job penalty killing, and it looks like everybody's kind of going to get a shift penalty killing as the Oilers are back to full strength now. And this is a chance here. Brett Kulak's out there playing wing. he needs a change because, my goodness, you don't want Brett Kulak playing wing for too long, that's for sure. Now this one back across, and the Oilers are going to fire this one up and into the middle of the ice. 2-on-1 developing. What a stick there by the Jets defender. That would have been a 1-on-0 breakaway had Warren Foegele been able to feed that puck through the stick of the Winnipeg Jets defender. Ryan McLeod would have been gone 1-on-0 on David Riddick. And you know the Oilers 1-on-0 with David Riddick. You like your chances there, as that would have been a beauty opportunity for the Oilers. That is for sure. So here we go. The Oilers, they are doing their due diligence, getting lots of fans on the live stream early and often today. Just simply put, because, hey, you know what? It's your stream. Do what you want. Enjoy it as much as you can. And they are going to fire a shot, will the Oilers, right off the face-off. Now back behind the net, the Oilers control. Shot fired back to the blue line. Now Brett Kulak fires it. Another chance here for the Oilers to maintain it. Holloway to Foegele. Foegele wires a shot, but he's denied. And it looks like it's Foegele, McLeod, and Holloway right now. So already you can kind of talk about, yes, Puljujarvi, but he was on the penalty kill. So I'm just trying to anger somebody there. 1-0 for the Oilers. 6:38 to go in this first period. The Oilers back in their own zone, trying to take it off the Winnipeg Jets sticks, and they do, down to a knee, kept in by the Jets quickly. But there we go, turned back by Evan Bouchard, who's going to skate it. And the Jets have been active, getting in the way of the Oilers trying to move the puck today. I'd hate to see what the pass efficiency and the dump efficiency of the Oilers has been. There have been a lot of active sticks right on cue. The Oilers get one right there. And now here's a chance for the Oilers to move it out. James Hamblin back in the near side corner of his own zone, trying to come up with this puck, working over the Stenlund, but Stenlund's doing a good job working that puck down deep and really controlling things in that near side corner. It bobbles all the way through the slot in front of the net. Now it's a race for the puck, and the Oilers tied up there. Chance here for the Oilers, left for Tyler Benson. He goes, slaps it behind the net. It goes right out in front of the net, back into the corner. Benson fires it, wired to one-timer. Wow, what a bounce there for the Oilers. Almost a chance, saved by Riddick and chipped out of the zone and down the ice by the Jets, where the Oilers will collect big old Markus Niemelainen back behind his own net, looking to play this puck here for the Oilers, wearing number 80 still this season, as it'll be played ahead by Ryan McLeod, who will fire it across and chipped into the middle. Taken down is Jesse Puljujarvi. No call on the play. He's kind of stunned on that one by the looks of it, and they will call the Oilers on an offside. Wow, all right. What a good game to start out. That's for sure. 5:17 to go in this first period. And look at this chance right here. One-time clap bomb, and I think it actually hit Jake Virtanen in front, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it looks like it bit Virtanen in the legs, or that would have maybe been a goal. I don't know what to tell you on that one. First NHL goal for Kyler Yamamoto. Okay, we're going to have a quick little segment here. Quick little commercial break. So we will come back over here, run an ad on Dolynny TV, and see if we can't get things rolling here. Corgi escape in Seattle. Sure, okay. Nemo found the back of the net, so they've got the TSN Jets feed here. And what do we got going here is, it looks like Jesse Puljujarvi plays it down to the near side corner, and then it goes back behind the net and flipped right in front, and Niemelainen wired that puck. No doubt about that. He absolutely fired it. Foegele with McLeod on first PK unit. Foegele was regular PK in Carolina. Cat, you're tangled. For 2 years and had solid numbers. Woodcroft said he wanted to give him shot on PK this season. So, I mean, end of the day, the more penalty killers you have, the better off you are as an NHL team. And for the Oilers to have that in Warren Foegele and several other players this season, whether it be Darren... Oh. Holy... Long-time Oilers fan. What did I hear? 110 years young? Are you kidding me? That is old as the hills. That is crazy. Wow. Dentures look good. Wow. That's age, my friend. 110 years old, and at 20, in my mid-20s, I'm waking up with a sore shoulder because I slept funny. Yikes. Don't know if I'm going to make it there. I'll be lucky if I make it there. However, let's continue this hockey game, shall we? The Oilers lining up just outside of the Jets zone. We got 5:17 to go in this first period. The Jets lead 9-7 in the shot department, but the Oilers, where it matters, up 1-0. And here's a chance here for the Oilers to get in on the attack right away. Fogel's back there with Puljujarvi on his wing. And Puljujarvi battling for that puck gets, well, more or less just mangled off it into the corner. And the Jets will start out on the attack. It'll be chopped there by Mr. Ryan McLeod, who will work it out and play it down the ice. Yes, Puljujarvi in on the attack, sees it turned back, and now the Oilers will carry it across the blue line. Here is Dylan Holloway to the backhand, denied. Man, Holloway, oh man, his edge work is glorious, and it's going to be a hook against the Jets on Dylan Holloway on that play. Dylan Holloway is just looking unreal, man. I don't know how to put it any other way. Dylan Holloway, I think, is going to be a slam dunk to make this roster unless something catastrophic happens later in camp. But this guy is just looking mint. He's in the right place, making the right plays at the right time. His edge work is phenomenal. Everything looks great. And we are headed to the Atco Energy power play here for the Edmonton Oilers. Special teams last year, 26% on the power play, third in the NHL. We were first for a long time until things died off under Jay Woodcroft. But when you're winning games, you don't really care how effective the power play percentage is as long as it's still top tier. And that is what it was, top 3 in the NHL. The Oilers with Connor McDavid, as long as you have a top 3 power play, you're probably going to win a lot of games. And that's what they were capable of doing. 49, in fact, last season. The Oilers now loading up on the attack. Look at that nifty play by Ryan McLeod. I've never really seen that kind of flip to himself. Jake Virtanen out there on the number 1 power play because you got to have your right-hand shot. And a chance here with Jesse Puljujarvi as well on the power play unit. These two guys supposedly supposed to be competing against each other. I don't see in any world these two are competing against each other. Jake Virtanen kind of high shot, right shot, and Puljujarvi in the slot of that shot, and it's held on. Jake Virtanen gets a shot on goal, 9-9. The shots to begin this, 3:57 to go in this first period. And Jake Virtanen lines up a good shot, but it goes belly crest of David Riddick, and that's it. So let's see what we can get going. This Holloway kid skating like this, yeah, Dylan Holloway is skating around unreal, baby. Like, it looks phenomenal to see. Like, his edge work is just next level. He's taking the face off here. He wins it back, kind of. An ill-advised pinch at the blue line, though, will lead to a 3-on-1 defensive attack for the Oilers to knock the puck off the Jets' stick. A nice turn back there by the Oilers, and they'll get out of their own zone and skate it forward. Now again, here they come full flight across the red line at center. It'll be turned back, but not enough to mess them up, and an ill-advised pass still ends up on an Oilers stick after a Jets turnover. And Reed Schaefer's out there on this power play now, and he really doesn't get much going there, unfortunately, and it'll be played all the way back down to Stuart Skinner. So here we go. The Oilers looking to keep things going here. They're going to work it back in their own zone with 3:10 to go in the first period. Dylan Holloway right out there. He flubs on the pass, so that was tough. That's tough to watch. It'll be chipped across, and the Oilers will be content just to play time off the clock here now while they get fresh legs on the ice. Evan Bouchard out there. He'll work it ahead. Jake Virtanen back on the ice now, and Tyler Benson in on the attack. Chip and chase, forecheck approach. Jake Virtanen, enough body blast. Here's the Boosh bomb, shot into the glove of David Riddick. And a save by Riddick. That one was a blast by Evan Bouchard. You watched him wind up right into that one, and he let it rip, but he's denied quickly there. And Tyler Benson starts that play with a great little chip and chase, and the Oilers get it back to the blue line. Look at that. Brad Malone to Evan Bouchard, just as they have done so many times in Bakersfield, California with the Condors. And Evan Bouchard, he's scored a lot of goals that way in his career, whether it be in the NHL or the minors and junior. Here's Bouchard, another chance, looking for a tip in front. Can't buy it, and it'll be kept, well, actually kept in kind of for a second by Benson, but brought out and chipped across to Evan Bouchard. And I think Benson's been noticeable here in this first period. He's been all over the puck. However, it'll be an offside, and you like to see that, right? Tyler Benson's not trying to be a top 6 forward on this Oilers team. He's just got to go out there and earn a role, and I think as a 13th, 14th forward kind of guy, he's been looking all right, that's for sure. So here we go. Let's see what we got going here. Ryan McLeod is going to line up for this face-off dot. 1-0, to 10, the shots on goal for the Oilers. They've regained after that power play. They'll be down the ice and now kept in, possession, because the Oilers will see it go all the way down the ice for an icing now. And they'll get an offensive zone faceoff. Dmitry Samorukov out there wearing number 58. 2021-2022 season stats in the AHL. Of course, he did have an NHL game as well. 50 games played, 3 goals, 15 assists, I believe is what it said. So keep that in mind there. He had an alright little season. And I think he's a 5th round pick, so keep that top of mind if you can. He's not exactly expected to be a dynamo, but he's a pretty good little player for being a 5th round pick, that's for sure. The Oilers chipping this one ahead. Ryan McLeod's going to get it to Puljujärvi, who gets it to Foegele. The shot comes, off the post, and what a setup there by Puljujärvi and McLeod to really get it going. I think that was Warren Foegele with the big shot. He's had some good looks this game, and I mean, if Warren Fogel's going to be taking one-timers from everywhere, I'm going to like his odds to score goals, because I mean, Evan Bouchard does it and he scores a ton of goals, so hopefully it works out for him this season. 2-on-1 for the Jets, pass across, and what a denial there by Dmitry Samorukov, throwing the body at all costs to make the stop, and that indeed holds things up, and Stuart Skinner's enough to make the save. That was unreal. Watch this replay if you can, my friends. The Jets across, and look at that, just laying out. That is what you want to see. It's a risky play because it can bounce into your own net, but Dmitry Samorukov, full yard sale to stop that cross crease shot, and he gets it done. Take the pass, and he gets it going. What a chance there for Stuart Skinner, who had to fight across to stay on top of that puck. But the Oilers able to get it out on the ensuing face-off. Minute 29 to go in this first period. Unreal, my friends. Unreal. Great play there by Dmitry Samorukov. Holloway has legit NHL speed, according to Jason Greger. Very powerful, wide stride, and he's beaten a few Jets defenders because of it. Just drew a penalty. If it isn't if, but when he will be an NHL regular. And the Oilers fanatic reacting as well that Dylan Holloway is pretty dang good. We're liking it with the Dylan Holloway show that it's been all season. Here we go. Here's Dylan Holloway again. Shot, fires it again. And wow, Dylan Holloway is just turn and burn and shoot this game. And he has been looking just unreal. Like, I mean, Bragg Creek, stand up. You raised a good one. This kid, I mean, Alberta born, literally. Being from Bragg Creek, Alberta, you are kidding me if this kid doesn't have an opportunity. Based on what he's shown in his game here this season so far and what we saw at the World Juniors a few years back, to be that kind of Ryan Smith type player the Oilers love to have on the roster. And, I mean, if that's his ceiling as a player, that's still a pretty dang good ceiling. That's an Edmonton Oilers Hall of Fame member right there. So keep that in mind, friends. It is a good trajectory for Mr. Dylan Holloway if he can even match half of what Smith did in his career. And he's got the type of game to do it. We've seen it all rookie camp. We've seen it years previous, and we've seen it so far this game from Dylan Holloway. Speed's maybe a little bit better. Edge works maybe a little bit better, but he's got that nose for the net as well, and he's got a pretty good shot. So the Oilers in on their own zone. Here's a chance for the Jets. They're going to fire the shot again, blocked by the Oilers. Marcus Niemelainen getting mean in front, stepping it, cross-checking the guy, stopping a shot with his leg, and keeping that puck to the outside. You like to see it. 30 seconds to go in this first period. Here's number 80 for the Jets. He's going to get an opportunity maybe at the blue line to get something going. Maybe not, because the Oilers, yes, a Puljujärvi in there interrupting the play as much as he does normally defensively, but number 91, is that Perfetti? That's Cole Perfetti. Obviously, the hands on that guy had to be Cole Perfetti working around danger in the offensive zone for the Jets. And 9 seconds to go. The Jets, probably their best pressure I've seen all period. Again, it is up and out of the zone, and the Oilers yard sale changes to end the period, and that will be it. That will be all. Just some guys go out there for a skate to end the period. My friends, I need some water. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but that was a heck of a first period from the Edmonton Oilers, and that is great to see. And I love this. The Oilers, pretty much, it's just the Evan Bouchard show on Oilers social media today, so it's nice. Nice. So Holloway has legit speed. Holloway has legit everything. The dude is a beauty. Guys, I will be back in a few minutes time. Take a second, relax, rewind, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing if you're impressed by the show here on Dolynny TV. Again, I'm never impressed. I always think it can be better, and it'll get better as the year goes on. But take a second, enjoy, go grab water, go take a bathroom break. Meet me back here in a few minutes time, and we'll get things rolling. There we go, my friends. The intermission begins now. What a period from the Oilers. Marcus Niemelainen shows up from wherever he's been, probably hiding on the backside of the moon by the looks of it this offseason. He shows up, scores a goal first minute of the game, and then all of a sudden it becomes the Dylan Holloway show the rest of the time. It is impressive to see just how incredible Dylan Holloway has been this preseason. I'm loving it. Obviously, the cumulative season is something I keep talking about. I'm just making things out of thin air with that, but the Oilers have a four-part year, right? Four-part year in which they have to try and win the Stanley Cup. You do it by starting with rookie camp, which is part one of the cumulative season. You start then by going to the preseason, which is part two of the cumulative season. You have the NHL regular season, which is the longest part of the cumulative season. And then you follow it up with the playoffs, which is the finale, and you try and win that big old trophy at the end of it. That's the big part there for the Oilers. So hopefully they can get it done here this season, that's for sure. So trying to figure out, it's like Lloyd and Wainwright in that photo I'm seeing on Facebook. Excellent. Other than that, fun fact, let's go quickly grab a YouTube link to yesterday's video. If you haven't seen this yet, I'd appreciate you checking it out, because quite simply it's one of the most funny things I've been able to do. I did a video in my car yesterday, but also leaked Oilers trades from last year. If you haven't seen this, there was a leak about some Oilers trades they had going while they were on the road at one point near the trade deadline last year. They had drafted up jerseys just in case they needed to have these guys in the lineup. And the funny part about it is, it's everyone we heard about, right? It's Stahl, Braun, you've got, who else? Middleton, and I think there was one more. Let me see if I can. It's Carson Soucy. So the Oilers had deep talks about some of these guys, to the point that they made jerseys, and then some guy that was running the locker room sale decided, hey, let's put these jerseys out for sale. He probably just grabbed a lump sum of jerseys and was like, good enough, we'll put it out. And did not realize that there were jerseys that were never supposed to see the day of light, or the light of day. And unfortunately they did. So for the Oilers, we get a good feeling there for sure to see how that all works out. So my friends, let's see what we got going here if we can't figure something out as we are crushing this live stream. I actually didn't realize this. We're up over 3,000 views on this live stream. That's numbers that Dolynny TV doesn't normally reach, but we are crushing along this afternoon, and I appreciate you folks being along for the ride with me today. It's been a good one so far. The Oilers up 1-0 on that Marcus Niemelainen goal, and the Dylan Holloway show fully in effect. But water is the most needed thing at this point. It's been a lot of talking to start things out here today, and at one point we had a total of 146 views at once. Wow, that's crazy numbers. But we're also up over 3,171 views this hour. Friends, crazy. If there's anything you want to ask me about this game, throw it in the chat right now. I'll try and check things over. I don't think there's too much really to discuss other than the Oilers had a penalty and power kill, or penalty and power play, and tried to get things going. Oh yeah, I'm saying right now, Dylan Holloway, just because of the way you have to build the opening night roster to comply with the NHL salary cap, to enact the LTIR money for Clefbaum and Mike Smith, he is an NHL player in the middle six, just as you said, Chicago, just simply because of the way the roster will have to be worked. Whether it's paper transaction or not, he should start on the opening day roster. And I don't see, based on what we've seen in the rookie games and tonight in the first period, why he wouldn't be in the opening night lineup. That said, there's a lot to be changed over the next several games. The Oilers play all the way until October 10th in the preseason. So there's a lot of cuts to be made yet. There's a lot of moves to be made. There's a lot to come down here. I mean, you could still, quite honestly, trade Foegele or Puljujarvi is the scary part about this. So there's a lot to be worked around the deadline to submit the roster beforehand. And Dylan Holloway, one of those guys that's going to figure out his role more based on how the roster has to be constructed, I think, than on how he performs. Because he's going to be here in the NHL for the most part of the season. It's just a matter, is he here to start and finish, or is he here next week after the season starts the year in November? What? I don't know. So could not tell you. But does Dylan Holloway only play left wing? Has he played other positions? Yes, he's played center at times in junior and in college, I believe. So he's a guy, and obviously on the power play, he actually took a face off too. He's a guy who's capable of playing a little bit of center, but you would not want him pinch hitting for Connor McDavid on the top line center position anytime soon unless he works towards being an NHL centerman. He's much more suited on the wing, and I think I actually like his game on the wing because it opens him up to be a little bit more offensively aggressive and kind of takes away those defensive responsibilities, which you can teach later once he grasps how to play at the NHL level, just in terms of foot speed, edge work, and just overall hockey sense. So that's kind of where I'm excited, is just let him develop naturally as a winger. He's got that centerman mentality to his game because he's had the ability to play before, but I wouldn't worry too much about getting him to center right out of the gate. And Chiasson is not back, tough cuff. Chiasson, in fact, is Jake Chiasson, one of the Oilers draft picks from 2 seasons ago, if I'm not mistaken. So Tony Brar interviewing Jack Michaels at the intermission. 9:20 to go before we get the game back underway. So hopefully things are good to go here in about 10-15 minutes time. Let me just see if I can send off a message. And I guess, okay, Jack Michaels makes the point. Dylan Holloway played an NHL Stanley Cup playoffs game. This is not Dylan Holloway has never played an NHL game before and he looks so good. We've seen Dylan Holloway in the most critical game of the Oilers season last year. And he really likes going out there and I guess making an impression. You could say Dylan Holloway's been one heck of a good little player for the Oilers this preseason, and hopefully that continues. That's really all I've got to say. And like they're going to show some highlights just of how he moves his feet and skates around. Like he's definitely got some good work to his game, and he kind of. I think what I like about him is so. Here's the thing: is in hockey evaluations. This is something I learned yesterday. I was pinch hitting, kind of working some hockey evaluations for a hockey association around in my area. And what you learn when you do those hockey evaluations is you've got your five categories, right? You got your kind of engagement level, right? How much they're participating physically in the game itself, right? Are they skating around? Are they observing the game, or are they actively taking part? You've got your passing, your puck control, your physical skating, right? Like how is their actual skating? And then secondary, how is their shooting, deking, and net presence? So for Dylan Holloway, that engagement level, based on what we've seen in the first period and the rookie games as well, Dylan Holloway is that top tier engagement player. He's always engaged in everything going on in the ice. And whether he's engaged physically where the puck is, or more or less getting to where the puck will be, that's kind of the interesting part here for Dylan Holloway so far, is that hockey sense of, hey, how do I stay involved even if the puck's not there? He's gotten it going, and it looks like Brad Malone actually got an assist on the Niemelainen goal, and it looks like, yes, Puljujarvi may have picked one up as well. So that's good there, as the shot there beats David Riddick on the replay. But for the Oilers, it was a phenomenal first period. You're not kidding yourself there. It was a great goal. Marcus Niemelainen only from Brad Malone. So now you got your question. Is Brad Malone going to be the guy that has that Ty Ratty, Brandon Pirolini preseason where it's just unreal meme-worthy points for the Oilers all season long because Brad Malone had a great preseason? And again, a guy similar to Dylan Holloway who could find himself on the opening night roster simply because of the cap constraints in the 21-man roster configuration. So keep that in mind there too, that he is a guy that could be around come the end of this camp simply because of his contract and his cap hit. That's a really good get for the Oilers to get him under contract and have him around. And it was nice to see him back in the NHL lineup in the playoffs as well. Don't forget he found his time. And yes, okay, fans are already screaming that Puljujarvi should have an assist. Technically, in my view, I already said that, so it's not that I'm, oh, well, fans, no, like I thought he should too, so keep that in mind. But Dylan Holloway, 3 shots on goal in that first period. The Jets out hitting the Oilers 16-12, 13-13 the shots, 68 face-off percentage for the Oilers, and each team got a power play. It looks like the split squads in 5 minutes on Sportsnet for Vancouver and Calgary. And let's see what we can get going here, that's for sure. What do we got here? What do we got? Yeah, not much. Alright, shot saved by Stuart Skinner, and that's the nice part. Stuart Skinner was solid in that first period. We didn't talk about him enough, mainly because that save that he made on the Samorukov deflection on the diving play to prevent the cross-crease goal tap-in was just phenomenal as well for Skinner. A great stretch, but Samorukov really stole the start of the show on that play because it was just such a phenomenal play by Samorukov to yard sale everything to make sure that puck didn't get across, and it was great. But now you got 4:45 until the second period gets up and underway, and the Oilers are looking good. Yes, Stuart Skinner does have an NHL shutout as well against the San Jose Sharks. I mean, the Sharks were kind of a bottom tier team last year, so it's not like he shut out the Tampa Bay Lightning or something. But again, for Stuart Skinner, he had a pretty good season. And it looks like Eagle Builders is going to be a big sponsor of the Oilers this year. We're going to have the period highlights, which starts with the opening face-off, and then we're going to have this. Actually, on second look, I don't think Puljujarvi touched that puck. To be honest with you, I think Dylan Holloway might have touched that puck for an assist, if that is indeed Holloway out there on the ice, and I think it is. Yes, it is. So I think Holloway might have gotten a piece of that puck on the bounce to Brad Malone. So it's Jason Demers wearing 44, and there are some beautiful plays here from the Oilers entering the zone this period. as well. There were some good looks. The Oilers had some really good opportunities. And I mean, Evan Bouchard's blast from the point and Warren Fogel's one-timer were about the best chances, on top of that kind of partial break around the defense by Dylan Holloway. Again, that stop by Skinner and Samorukov was top tier. And I mean, it was great. And I mean, there was a shot. Actually, there was a secondary shot off of the skate of Samorukov onto Skinner after the puck had been prevented from coming across. I didn't see that on the couple of replays that I've watched until the reverse angle. But you kind of look at the intermission report. They've got some really nice graphics for Edmonton Oilers TV this year. And I'm just looking forward to seeing kind of what this Oilers team's going to do this year. That's, I think, the biggest part of it for me, is just going to see what is going to happen. And yeah, so Holloway hasn't been credited with the assist secondary, or has Puljujarvi, but it is guaranteed Niemelainen from Brad Malone on that play. So like I said, the meme-worthy preseason, well, Brad Malone, he's 1 point on his way to getting there, and wouldn't that be something to watch him put that up? Just let me take that cat hair out of my mouth. Jake Virtanen's wearing number 19. I think that's why I've noticed him mostly, is because he's worn number 19, and I'm like, who's that guy wearing number 19 that I've never seen? Right, that's a regular lineup number, and Jake Virtanen's the one wearing it for the Oilers in this camp. He had a decent first period. I mean, I didn't notice him in the first half until really the power play for the Oilers, and then he got a couple looks, and he was kind of the near side boards edge player with the right hand shot while Puljujarvi was in front. It was right, it's one of those things. I don't think we're looking for him to score 6 goals, 3 assists, and really come into camp and earn a $1 million contract. We're looking, I think, best case scenario with Jake Virtanen is he's a guy that you can use to get to the cap if you need to get to the cap, and then you can just waive him if you need to waive him at $750. Either someone will claim him or he won't. But again, if he shows better, that's a good thing, right? Is you're bringing a PTO into camp to elevate the competition level. If he shows up and actually does something, that's a bonus. So again, same with Jason Demers. I really didn't notice him much out there when I finally knew he was wearing number 44. But before, I'm like, who's this number 44? And that's when I was noticing him. So mental tricks, right? All right. Are we ready to do this? I don't know. And that's the thing, right? I think in Vancouver, Jake Virtanen was expected to be the leader of the new wave after the Sedins. And for the Oilers, Jake Virtanen is expected to be at best a fourth line forward coming out of camp, is what I'm saying. At best coming out of camp. So keep that in mind there. All right. Let's see what we can't get going here. Riddick versus Skinner. So Stuart Skinner will start the second period after 13 saves in the first. He's pitching one of those big old round things in the score column. We're not going to say the number because we don't want to talk about it. But the Oilers getting their fans up and going here to start this second period, wearing the old jerseys, the old 16-17 third jersey, and hopefully for the Oilers we can rock and roll ourselves our way into this second period soundly, and hopefully a good second period, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything really else to add. I gotta refix the camera around here because I've had it on a tripod lately and I think that looks a lot better, but also the new camera on the tripod is mint. Anyway, the Oilers face-off loss. Jets push it into the offensive zone and away go the Oilers against the boards, and it is off and running this second period. Bouchard stumbles down. Kulak recovers though and fires it around the boards, and the Oilers will turn it over onto their stick. Dylan Holloway, like I said, Johnny on the spot, kind of always in the way of things, and he gets around on that puck, and well, it's an icing, but he was the one that was able to get it out of danger there for the Oilers and just get it down the ice in time. So Brad Malone, Jake Virtanen, and Dylan Holloway on the ice to start this second period for the Oilers. 22 seconds gone, a 1-0 lead on Marcus Niemelainen's goal. And again, for Jake Virtanen, he's about a .3 points per game player in his career, so not like he's a big dynamic offensive player, but the power forward situation with the big hit is there for sure. So here we go. Oilers play the puck forward into the Jets zone where the Jets recover and fire it forward. And it looks like there should be an interference play, but I think Kulak was just as guilty of interfering, so it kind of offsets itself and play continues. as the Jets have it at the Oilers' blue line. Perfetti looks to fire it in. He does. Stuart Skinner up out to play it. And I mean, the stream quality on my end's gone tanked. So things are kind of hard to see. But the Oilers trying to keep things going here at the blue line of the Jets zone. And the Jets up with the puck. They'll clear the zone now and fire it again into the Oilers' end. Back behind Stuart Skinner near side corner. And it bounces off the boards and picked up there. And Niemelainen plays it forward and gets it into the Jets' end. Riddick scoops it around. Goes high in the Jets zone where the Oilers forecheckers meet it. Turned over by Ryan McLeod quickly onto his stick. And it'll be batted out into the neutral where the Jets will yet again fire it deep down to Stuart Skinner. Out with the stick. Leave it there for the defenseman who blows a tire. Turnover. Chance in front. And it goes up off a player. And now it's a 2-on-1 for the Oilers with a man hustling back. Tyler Benson feeds it across. And misses Xavier Bourgault on the sauce. And it'll be the Jets starting out of their own zone, trying to speed their way into the Oilers' end. Man, that was a great 2-on-1 opportunity. And now you got a 3-on-2 for the Oilers. Chance, pitch and catch, back across, and James Hamblin misses a backhand tap in. Wow, that was a chance. Tyler Benson, 2 chances to get the pass across for a mint finish, and he's a great passer in his own right. The Oilers nearly turned this puck over in their own zone with 17:52 to go in this second period. That was a great chance for the Oilers to go up 2-0 twice over. And it's Bourgault unable to handle the pass from Benson. And then Hamblin puts it wide on the pass from Benson on 2-on-1s and 3-on-1s for the Oilers early here in this second period. The puck now tied up in the near side corner for the Oilers. They'll chip it up along the boards, where it'll be fired across and around the boards and fired back on net. Stuart Skinner up to the test, his 14th save of the game, his first of the second period to start things out. All right, here we go. Wow, look at this. Tyler Benson chips that one up. Bourgault just can't hammer it home over midair, and then Benson fires it across, and wow, I don't know, I think Hamlin just completely whiffed on it, to be honest with you. It was a beauty of a pass from Tyler Benson, who's been, I think Tyler Benson is the second most noticeable guy on the ice in the forward groups outside of Dylan Holloway. He's had some glorious kind of looking chances, and this one shot on to Stuart Skinner, and now Brad Malone getting greasy with someone, throwing the glove in the face. Not liking Stuart Skinner getting an extra whack there, and man, oh man, you love to see it. The cagey captain of the Bakersfield Condors, Brad Malone, throwing the glove into a guy's face, clearing him out of the crease. It's a good sign. For a goaltender he knows all too well, having spent many a year in Bakersfield with Stuart Skinner. And I mean, Brad Malone's an older player in this league at this point. And I mean, he's a guy that wants to try and continue to keep his career alive as long as he can, signing that 2-year deal with the Oilers, earning it, really earning it last year with the Bakersfield Condors and the little bits he played with the Oilers. Brad Malone fires into the face-off dot. Jake Virtanen on the ice now for the Oilers. Again, like I said, I'm going to try and mention him and Jason Demers as much as I can. Obviously, Justin Bailey's not playing this game. He is on PTO as well. But this one will be fired back down and around. And fired up there and chipped off. But again, for tomorrow's game, you got to have some depth forwards in the lineup when McDavid and Draisaitl are more than likely in. And that would incline to have Justin Bailey in the lineup for that game. That's almost a turnover at the Jets' blue line by the Jets. They'll fire it back into neutral. The Oilers meet it there and clap it back onto a stick, fire it down. Sam Marukov back behind to Riddick. Riddick plays it there for his defenseman. 16-16 to go here in this third period. The Oilers trying to turn this puck out of their own zone. The Jets now starting to set up a little bit of an attack before it's met by Puljujarvi, who battles off the boards. The two Jets were able to push that forward against him, and the Oilers will escape the zone right there. And now, how about this? Ryan McLeod, some nifty play. He's going to take the shot, and Puljujarvi was looking for the pass. Would have been a great chance to get it across. However, McLeod decides to go shot, and it wasn't a bad idea to take it either. One of those, you had to make the decision, and you might as well just drive the puck to the net instead of going wide. And that was a great play there by McLeod to get around the defender. However, a turnover in the neutral for the Oilers, and that a shot goes wide off a body, and the Jets getting their opportunities here. 15 shots now here in this second period for the Jets. Total in the game, I should phrase. And the Jets will work this one here at the blue line of the Oilers. They'll chip it down off the glass and off the dashboards and down behind the net. This one goes all the way up, back, top of the zone. Tip down and a tip in front of the net. Doesn't work out for the Jets. It goes far side, half boards, and the Jets again come up with that puck momentarily. The Oilers trying to battle it out. They can't. And now all of a sudden the Jets are applying the pressure. And man, my stream quality has gone to absolute garbo. So give me a sec here to re-up my stream quality. We're all the way down to 480p here. That's hard on the eyes. Let me at least get up to 720. There we go. I can actually look at that and kind of see some kind of players out there on the ice. But here we go. 1-0 for the Oilers. 15 minutes to go in the second period. 1-0 the score, like I said. 15-13 the shots in favor of the Jets as the Jets continue to hem the Oilers in the zone. Brett Kulak finally got it free, but it stays in yet again, and the Jets all over the Oilers here on this couple of consecutive shifts going to work in their own end. Are the Oilers trying to get this puck out? Eventually you're going to break, and here's a chance. Shot blocked in front. Puljujärvi with the stick, and it'll get tipped out, and that will be the line change. But look at this. There's speed left in the tank from Jesse Puljujärvi, who forces the Jets to make a secondary play to get out of their own zone. He's off the ice. The Jets across the blue line rip the shot, blocked again. The Oilers really stepping in the way of shots. Chance in front, and a good play there by Brad Malone to body up the man cutting across the crease, prevents him from getting in. There's a broken stick on the ice as the Jets wheel around the near side boards to the far side point, and they will just tip it on down. There's a chance, and it looks like a Jets player caught an edge. He's down in a heap. He's hurt, and actually that is not an edge. That is a stick. And it's PTO guy Jason Demers taking the penalty for the Oilers. 2 minutes for tripping. Yeah, I mean, that looked like a trip, but it just also kind of looked like a coincidental. Hold on, let's see where this goes. Okay, that's why it looked like an edge. He didn't actually trip him as in yank the skate with the stick. He kind of put the stick in where the skate was going down on the ice and just lost the other edge, and away he went. So that makes sense why I thought he lost an edge. However, friends, we are crossing things off fine and dandy in this live stream. If you're new to the channel, if you want to consider hitting subscribe to the channel, we'll have a post-game following tonight's action here on Dolynny TV. So if you want to tune into that, I'd love to have you stick around and enjoy things. We are 10 subscribers off an all-time big number, 8,800. I've never crossed the 8,800 subscriber plateau on Dolynny TV, and we are just about there at 8,780 or 8,790. Sorry, it's been a big day. So let's see what we can do here, friends. If there's any kind of action I can glean from this live stream to tell you, we're up at an average view duration of 2 minutes, 3,796 views on the stream as well, might I add. So if I can just quickly give you a number on that, 3796 times 2 divided by 60 is over 126 hours of this live stream watched in an hour and 3/4. So for every minute we're putting up, we are putting up, pardon me, I can't do math apparently, we're putting up about 72 hours of content watched per hour stream. That's pretty unreal. Bruce, appreciate that. We're just watching the Oilers fans go to town. And again, I'd like to mention this one more time on the stream, if I don't at all the rest of the stream, is just how exciting it is to have a 4 p.m. game on a Sunday. Let all the young Oilers fans come in for a cheaper ticket on a weekend and enjoy a game at Rogers Place. That's a phenomenal marketing move from the Oilers. Hopefully it was an idea from the marketing team to try and engage younger fans, because this has been mint. And here's Dylan Holloway, shot right on Riddick, literally just crosses the blue line and fires a puck on the penalty kill. You'll love to see that, and I think that's kind of been by design from Jay Woodcroft this game. Is he's really feeling it, and if you get the puck free on a penalty kill, you can really turn and burn down the ice and kind of shock the Jets a little bit, and Dylan Holloway's done that twice here early on in this game. 13:23 to go in the second period, and the Oilers on the penalty kill for the second time this game, blocked in front on the half wall shot by the Jets, and they will work it across. That puck errant on the pass, and now it'll be worked there by Brad Malone, who's out there penalty killing with James Hamlin. I'm sure that's an old penalty killing combo from the Condors. Penalty upcoming to the Oilers. It'll be a 5-on-3 soon as they touch up the puck, and there's David Riddick going to the bench, playing into his own blue line. And now all of a sudden the Jets still in possession of this puck, and this is good as long as the Oilers don't break here. And a chance there, tipped in front, and the Oilers touch the puck before it crosses the crease. Oh my goodness, I thought that was already in, but the goal horn or nothing went off, and it will be another penalty to the Oilers. That was risque right there on the Oilers' part to let that puck go along as far as it did without touching up. And it looks like it's going to be a hook here against Samorukov, who kind of can openers Cole Perfetti. That allowed Brad Malone to kind of force that puck a little higher in the zone. So we will have ourselves a little wait here for the Oilers 5-on-3. Ryan McLeod, the Oilers obviously killed a lot of time before touching off the puck, so it shouldn't be as long as one would think. They don't have the penalty markers on the live stream, so Cole Perfetti sets things up after the face-off win. Pierre-Luc Dubois out there in the trigger spot. He's going to go down to Perfetti looking for the tip on the near side. Doesn't work out. The Oilers 3 men behind the goal line. That's a dangerous way to penalty kill, but I really don't know the dynamics of the 3-man penalty kill in the preseason, so couldn't tell you. I don't even think the Oilers do as of yet, especially with the guys they have on the ice. Ryan McLeod out there still penalty killing. Shot saved by Stuart Skinner, and he's got his 16th save of the game with 12:18 to go in the second period. Loving this. Absolutely loving the play from Stuart Skinner, who I think has earned himself the entire game. I don't even know who's sitting on the bench as a backup, to be honest with you. And that mask is grade A, so keep that in mind too. His mask is absolutely perfect. What else do we have to say? I just want to quickly check some other stuff. Looks like we're ticky-boo. The Oilers, Jets, engaged in this 5-on-3 game right now. On the penalty kill are the Oilers. Jets all over the zone the past about 4 minutes against the Oilers. They've drawn a couple of penalties because of it. And now Pierre-Luc Dubois at the point. He's going to trigger in, go for the far side tip pass. Here's the shot, and right into the crest of Stuart Skinner yet again. Man, Stuart Skinner coming up with some huge saves on this penalty kill, just swallowing up garbage everywhere and making the most of it. That was a point-blank slap shot one-timer, and he makes the save right there, does Skinner, with Brad Malone, the face-off center. And now back out there to continue killing this penalty is Ryan McLeod. It should be 5-on-4 now if I got my timing down pat. And it is indeed 5-on-4 for the Jets here as they're trying to get things going. That'll go down near corner, far side. Was near side a few minutes ago. Now near side corner, and the Oilers Jets engaged. 3 Jets, 2 Oilers, 3 Jets, 3 Oilers. Wide open man, shot goes wide, and that one will get all the way to the point and won't go out. This one will be fired down, and the Oilers finally on this penalty kill get their really big first clear of the penalty kill. Lets the Oilers reset, change penalty killers, and the Jets will come back the other way. They're going to work across the blue line. It'll be moved back there, and James Hamlin tips that off a Jets stick, so now he'll try and play this one around, and again tips it off another stick. The Oilers defense regroups, and what a play, what a use of the boards to get it out of the zone. A perfect pinpoint shot from behind the net to get it up and gone. And now with 1-0 in the score column with 11 minutes to go in the second period, the Oilers have almost coasted halfway home with only 1 goal in the score column without giving one. Not going to say it because Stuart Skinner is my man, and I'd love to see him have a great result today. The Oilers out of the penalty box now, and 5-on-5 here. Penalty is killed. So 1-0 for the Oilers here. 10:38 to go. Shot fired up and out of play. And Stuart Skinner with 17 saves on the game now. Liking what I'm seeing, that is for sure. And let me see if I can't just quickly math something out here, as it looks like things are looking up here on the channel today, that's for sure. 6,600 views today. That's not a bad go at all if I don't say so myself. So folks, let's keep this stream going. We're averaging 2 minutes exactly for watch time. That's not a bad number at all. And almost up to 8,000 minutes watched total as the Oilers try to get out of their zone here. 5-on-5 now. And I got to get off the YouTube analytics because for some reason it makes my stream lag. It's the weirdest thing ever. As this will get this played up and out of the Oilers zone. And they're not going to whistle it down on a high stick. So the Oilers will play it across D to D and get it out of the zone and fire it up. And it looks like Ryan Murray's wearing number 28. I think that's who I finally figured out that is. and Dmitry Samorukov will play it up and around, and it'll be fired up the boards, and Marcus Niemelainen is on that second pair. That's who I was trying to think of just now, and the Oilers will bust out. What a nifty play there by Reed Schaefer to keep control of that puck on the far side pass, and the Oilers still in the neutral zone with the puck there. Working it around, Tyler Benson back out there. Nice to see him back on the ice after that extended penalty kill. This one will be worked there. It'll be Jake Virtanen across, and now it's Dylan Holloway. There's Virtanen, and that was a nice play from Virtanen and Holloway. A little give and go and a lot of action there. Jason Demers fires a shot. Now Holloway able to get through clean and keep the puck to Demers. Now Niemelainen, the man I mentioned just a minute ago, has the puck, fires it down to Malone. It goes back to Demers, who runs into a Jets player, and now back the other way. Jets trying to get an odd man chance going, but a good recovery by the Oilers right there, and Dylan Holloway is about to turn and burn. Here goes getting into action. It's going to be left ahead for Marcus Niemelainen, poked back for Holloway, who's in full flight through the Jets zone. He's wheeling and dealing here. He's got a chance. He's going to dance off a man. Wide open space, rips the shot. Saved or missed. Not entirely sure. Stream's not that good a quality. That's a save by David Riddick. Not an all too comfortable one. And man, oh man, Dylan Holloway just absolutely dancing out there for the Edmonton Oilers. You love to see it. He has been effective, that is for sure, this game so far. 8:37 to go in this second period. That was one heck of a shift from Dylan Holloway, who really loaded up and went for it, that's for sure. Back behind the Oilers net now. Kulak's going to meet it there. It's going to be left for Warren Foegele. The top line out there. McLovin trying to work this one off the boards. He can't. And this one will be cut into the middle. Now dumped out of the Oilers zone. Ryan McLeod poking it ahead. Now yes, Puljujärvi on pace to Warren Foegele, who gets the shot, and he can't get it going. Just a good chance there, but a shot wide of the net. And now the Jets back the other way, working it up, and it's opening up after this last penalty kill from the Oilers. Here's a chance played ahead, and here come the Oilers. Xavier Bourgault in. Chance for him to get free. He's going to see that one tied up. The Oilers barely able to keep it into possession. Almost kept it in, though. And Ryan Murray up with the puck. He'll go D to D to Samorukov. Samorukov up out of the Oilers' end. Tipped into the offensive zone. Here's Tyler Benson on the forecheck yet again. That's been the biggest evolution. Tyler Benson is a very skilled player, but if he wants to be part of the Oilers team, he has to be a bottom six, get it done kind of guy, and that's what he's kind of trying to show this game, getting in on the forecheck. Here's Benson fired in front. Oh no, Hamlin tips it wide of the net. That was a chance there. There's Bourgault back to the D. This line getting some pressure. Shot in front. Misses wide. Niemelainen in on the forecheck. Kind of getting down. Pinching to keep that puck ahead for the Oilers in possession. And this one again will stay in possession for the Oilers. Turnover right there. Nice chance. Benson can't handle the pass. And now Xavier Bourgault is off the ice. So it's Noah Philp in there in the corner getting things going for the Oilers. Jake Chiasson out there as well. Philp in front. Chiasson shoots and put it wide in front of the net. That was a no-doubter for Jake Chiasson from that angle, and he just misses wide. A little bit too much shine on that puck. Now Reed Schaefer pushes it ahead. I'd love to see him engage the physical body and just absolutely truck someone. He kind of turned someone around there. But now Reed Schaefer getting in on the forecheck. This might be his opportunity here. He's going to nail a guy into the end boards. Turned his back to him, so he had to hold up, but Reed Schaefer is going to go up off the ice for the end of his shift. 1-0 the lead for the Oilers, and they've had a lot of looks this game, and a turnover there ill-advised by Dylan Holloway, just a flip of the puck. However, he'll have it come back up to him. Now he's going to play it up, and another turnover there from Holloway. So he's had some good looks this game, but again, a couple of bad plays on this shift so far. As Malone and Virtanen join him back out there on the ice. This one played up ahead, and this one will be chased down by Dylan Holloway against David Riddick, our old frenemy. And now a chance there, and what a play by Dylan Holloway. Like I said, the level of engagement to know where that puck is going at all times. Dylan Holloway, a one-timer on a bobbling puck coming his way. Now a one-timer here for the Jets, similar thing. And that will go up off the crossbar in order to play. There have been some unreal looks in this game for both teams. And both goaltenders have had some pretty good saves, and there's been some bad misses, but just unreal here. This one, the weirdest bounce off a skate, and Dylan Holloway turns into a one-timer, and then it bobbles off an Oilers stick, and it's up off the crossbar. Stuart Skinner, no clue where that puck went. My friends, this one's been really fun. This has been a great little preseason game, watching Dylan Holloway go to town and have a great little game, that's for sure. So my friends, we're up over 391 views this hour here on this live stream. Not bad numbers at all to start things out, that is for sure. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and hello to everyone joining in the chat as well. If you haven't had a chance to actually go watch the game is in the live stream link there at the top, pinned from my noticing. And Niemelainen wanted to focus on his improving his puck skills this summer. It is only one game, but thus far he's showing more confidence with the puck, and he still has the physical edge, which will be his calling card to make an NHL roster. Absolutely it will be. Let's see what we can do. Everybody's pointing around, and there's Hunter. Hunter got popcorn. All right, so that's what we got. That guy enjoying it. All right. Oh, it's Monday Night Raw at Rogers Place tomorrow night. That's finally coming up. I know that's been planned for a long time, but that's finally going to happen tomorrow. And puck is down in the second period. They actually featured somebody other than Evan Bouchard in a promo on Twitter at this period. That's interesting. Evan Bouchard's gotten a lot of screen time on Twitter today for the Oilers, so that is fun and exciting. But it looks like, again, I just want to keep mentioning just how exciting it is to see all the youngsters having a great day at the game today, enjoying the heck out of a hockey game that starts at 4 p.m. Can't complain about that at all. Ooh. Stretch out the shoulder. Oy. There we go. Stuart Skinner, another save. Hold on. We got back to action as I was stretching there, and the Oilers faced a shot from the Jets. They get a puck control, and they'll chip it into the neutral, where they'll bat it down all the way into the offensive zone. Now the Oilers forecheckers come up with the puck briefly. The Jets steal it back. It'll be flipped into the neutral there, and the Oilers knock it down at their own blue line, chase into their own zone a little bit. It'll be on the near side boards. Benson back out there with Hamlin and Bourgault. There's Bourgault working across the blue line. He's going to rip a shot. It's blocked. He continues possession, takes it to the net, and it bounces off somebody in front. The Jets get it into control, and the Oilers turn it back at their own blue line. Fire it in does Tyler Benson. He'll go for a line change. Oh, no, he'll stay out there. It looked like everybody else was going for a line change, but now Benson will peel off with 4:40 to go in this second period, my friends. The Oilers looking to take home what has been a pretty solid, 36 minutes of work so far. And this one going back behind the Oilers net on a full-length pass. The Jets trying to get cute with it and just flick it through the crease to try and get the backdoor tap. They can't. And now this one across. This will be played there by the Oilers, who will work it up the boards. And there we go. Finally off the boards through the middle. And now it's a 3-on-2 back the other way for the Oilers. Maybe a little bit of a 4-on-2 if they can. Yes, Puljujärvi saw that pass coming over, but it bounces off a guy's skate and up and out of play. And look at him smiling there. He knew he had a chance to wire that one if it was on the ice. That young kid enjoying the puck, and he's pretty happy. I've sat in those seats. It's pretty exciting when you can get the puck in those seats, that's for sure. My friends, hire Hunter for your next event. What, are you going to have Hunter out on the golf course? I guess you could. You realistically could if you want. Anyone looking to have Hunter at their next golf tournament? Do it. Do it. I want to see the social media photos. 100%. Edmonton Oilers pick Dylan Holloway, 14th overall. You know Dylan Holloway is doing good when a video like that gets a view on my channel, let me tell you. Let's see what we got going here. Skinner stops all 18 shots he faced. And, well, Calvin Pickard will come in. Solid start for Stuart Skinner. The Donnellys. Hey, it's not Dolynny, it's the Donnellys, and that's the thing. That's how you can tell. Dolynny, Ukrainian. Donnelly, Ireland. Joining us from Ireland. All right, they're looking like they're having a good time. They're enjoying it. They are. All right, and I mean, I love all the fan interaction because this is obviously the Jumbotron feed that we're getting, but everyone's quite enjoying the game. Everyone looks like they're enjoying. Hey, there's the old reverse retro on the screen right now. I like that. Gotta love that. We'll have a new reverse retro this season featuring the oil bullet, and I'm very excited about that. The gear, whatever you want to say it is. I don't know what everyone calls it a different thing, but it's back this year, and I cannot wait. 4 games this season, all at home. We get to watch it. I think I'll definitely have to go down and watch a game there for sure with that jersey in action. I think that'll have to be on the bucket list some point this winter. And 1-0 for the Oilers over the Jets here in this first period, or second period, sorry. 1-0. One screwed me up. Here we go. Noah Philp ready to get into this face-off dot. He's going to take it home there, and it'll be back to the blue line for the Oilers, where Kulak quickly plays it off, trying to funnel it down low as quickly as possible. Noah Philp in on the attack. He's going to get in there, joined by Reed Schaefer. Schaefer's he's played limited minutes in my opinion, so it's been tough for him to be noticeable. But he's still a young guy that, this might be his only game, so he's just kind of getting up to speed on what he needs to know. Chiason's had the best chance to this line, and he fired it wide, but Schaefer's just kind of staying in front of his man. Not too bad, I think you could say, that's for sure. Playing the puck the right way defensively, and now the Oilers are going to try and chip this one off the boards. There's Schaefer in the middle looking for a puck, and here's Chiason again, taken down. Nope. Penalty? Yeah, that's got to be a penalty. I was going to say that the back official gets it, and it will be a penalty for the Jets. So, Jake Chiasson fires a puck wide and draws a penalty in his preseason game with the Oilers. Not a bad go. Actually, a very impressive little game from him as a fourth line forward in this preseason game. A hack on the stick takes him right out of contention to pick up that puck. The Atco Energy power play fires up here, and the Oilers ready to attack here. We're up to 45 likes on the stream, folks. If you've just joined in and you're enjoying things so far, let me know with a like on the stream. I'd really appreciate that. And if you're new and you want to consider sticking around for the post game and further content, consider hitting that subscribe button as well. There's Evan Bouchard on his off D side, lining up for the one-timer now. He's got it. He'll roll the blue line. Ryan McLeod back looking, makes a man fall all the way down to the ice. Here's McLeod circling again, doing the Nugent Hopkins thing on the near side, kind of skating around, opening things up. And now all of a sudden there's Ryan McLeod again, getting open on the far side. Now Evan Bouchard at the far side point. Now he's got a chance here. Chance rolls in. Jake Virtanen fires the shot high and wide. Now Ryan McLeod on the near side, half wall, gets it down to Puljujärvi, who plays it ahead to Jake Virtanen. Puljujärvi back in front. Puck goes off of a Jets player, fired off the stick of the Jets all the way down the ice. And because of that long change, they immediately get somebody to drive Bouchard behind the net. And Bouchard will start out after the man peels off. And here's Bouchard carrying it forward. Here come the Oilers now across their own blue line. Into the middle, Ryan McLeod, all kinds of speed. Dumps off to Xavier Bourgault, who cuts to the middle, then back to the near side. He'll go back to Bouchard, across to Virtanen. Virtanen winds the shot down, looking slap pass tip from McLeod. Doesn't work out. Now Bourgault back to McLeod. McLeod back up to Bouchard. Or is that, yeah, that's Virtanen, sorry. Again, Virtanen looking for that slap pass tip from McLeod. Almost worked out there. Now Bourgault under duress. He's going to see that puck onto a stick of the Jets, who will clear it down. $1:55 to go in this second period, my friends. The Oilers just about up and done with 2 periods of their first preseason game. They'll work out from behind the net. Back across, and now Dylan Holloway carries it across. He'll bust into the middle. Reed Schaefer gets it onto his stick, but tied up by 2 Jets players. Hard focus there from the Jets on Dylan Holloway on that rush, and now Ryan Murray chips it off to Dylan Holloway, who will play it across. Looking for Jason Demers on the backside. Couldn't get him, and now the puck will come back to Holloway at the near side point to Murray. Top of the zone. There's the shot. Looking for the tip from Bourgault, who's going to get the full 2 minutes on this power play. Should he be able to maintain the zone? Chance goes, and the Oilers hammering point shots in, and it's not going to work, and the Jets will start out on the kill into the Oilers' end. Shot fired. Dubois almost gets it through, but it's blocked there quickly. And now it'll be brought down, play dead. And too many men on the ice for the Jets. So there you go. The Oilers catch a break on the back end. So 6 men on the ice for the Winnipeg Jets. I wonder what happens. They flashed the 6 signal. I wonder if they would flash a 7 signal if there were 7 guys on the ice. It's all the same penalty though. And that's where they had way too many guys out there on the penalty kill. 6 guys total when Dubois touches the puck on the rebound. I don't think they planned on that, but it's hockey. You got to keep your head on a swivel. And that is what ends up happening in the Winnipeg Jets. The fans there. They'll go to the penalty kill again. The Jets' penalty kill last year ranks middle of the pack, 17th, 75%. That's scary that 75% is a middle of the pack penalty kill. You know, penalty kills used to be up in that 78 percentile, and now 75 is middle of the pack. That's kind of weird, but the better power plays are coming back for the NHL. Effective guys like Connor McDavid now exist, and the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Colorado Avalanche all told. And here's the Oilers at the blue line, keeping it alive. What a dance by Evan Bouchard back there. Jake Virtanen dishes off. What a chance. Side feed for Puljujärvi, and they are trying to set that man up hard, and they just can't get him the puck. 41 seconds to go in this second period. And look at that. They are trying to feed Puljujärvi for the half clap one-timer so bad, and they just can't get a puck to settle on his stick because it keeps getting blocked. I am loving the youngsters at the game. I will keep saying that as many times as I have to hammer that point home. Loving seeing the young kids being able to enjoy the first preseason of the game. Cheap tickets and, of course, a trip to Rogers Place that they can actually stay up for on a school night. 31 seconds to go. I know some of them aren't even school age, but hey, still. 20 seconds to go in this second period. Puck worked ahead here for the Oilers, and they'll just dump it back, set it up. And here comes Ryan McLeod dancing across the blue line. He's going to go back to the point, across to Murray. Here's Murray down, and the shot. Oh, a fan one-timer from Bourgault from a dangerous spot. 6 seconds to go. Murray's got the hustle here. Chance here across to Bourgault. Goes nowhere. Off a stick of a Jets player. Time will expire. 20 shots in this second period total for the Jets. So they got 20 to the Oilers 18, but the Oilers lead 1-0. We got an 18-minute intermission, folks. I'll be right back. Thank you so much for tuning in to Dolynny TV. If you're new, like I said, consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd appreciate you sticking around longer term here on the channel, but I will go take a bathroom break, grab some more water, and we'll get back to this whole crazy thing in just a matter of a few moments. There we go. 2 periods in the books, and the Oilers absolutely having a great game so far. I think it's still the Dylan Holloway show to quite a degree, but it's been fun. It's definitely been fun to watch the Oilers go out there and have a good first preseason game. It's a low-scoring, high-event game. You love to see those. Those are good ones all the time when you can have a low-event, high-scoring game. That's for sure. Let me see if I can't just delete this quickly. And scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. There we go. And 27 pounds of smoked bacon. What a guy could do with that, let me tell you. And let's see what we got going here. There isn't really much that I have to mention on the back end of Dolynny TV right now, other than we're up to 8,792 subscribers. That's not bad at all. Can't mind that. And quickly we'll go check Twitter, see if there's anything we've missed here on the Oilers game so far. At the end of today's practice, join team broadcaster John Forsland to take questions and chat with depth members. And apparently the Seattle Kraken could have a mascot coming soon. Nothing new to report from the second period. 1-0 with the final frame upcoming. Yep, that's true. The Oilers really not much to report in that second period, other than Calvin Pickard took over. Did a little goalie switcheroo, and it's Calvin Pickard now in net. Snaps for Stu, stopping all 19 shots he faced. Yeah, Stuart Skinner, great shutout performance in his time in net today. It was really a good sight to see from him for this first game of the year. For him in action, obviously the Dylan Holloway show in full effect, but never a bad time when you can have Stuart Skinner go out there and give you a great game as well. And let me see if I can't get a nice little graphic done up here for Stuart Skinner and his preseason game. Let's see what we can't find out. Skinner, perfect. Let's draft the thumbnail right now, shall we? We're just in the intermission right now, friends. Give me a sec. I'm trying to get this post game done up. Preseason debut. To start. Oh, I don't know what to say. What are we saying here? During Dylan Holloway show versus Jets. There we go. That should work. I think Skinner perfect during Dylan Holloway show versus Jets is the mint perfect thing I want to say. I think that's all I want to say right there with it. We'll go down to 80 right there. We'll tidy that up. And there we go. We should be good to go with it. Bingo. And let's see if we can't get this going. There we go. Bingo. Good to go. That is my template thumbnail for today's post game. Yeah, we should be good to go. Alright. Jets post game. Sep 25. There we go. Radio, we're back to action here. Alright. Cool. I think we're good. Cool. Alright. I think we're good to go. Alright. I'm going to take a breath. We've been doing a lot of talking to start this live stream. There's been a lot going on for sure in this first game. Alright. Is there anything else we can talk about during this game? I don't think there really is. There was a wild wreck late at Delaware, apparently. And things got all crashed up in Delaware during the Pinty's Fall Brawl. A lot of cars got all smashed up, that's for sure. Sure. Yeah, there's not much coverage on Twitter here unless I'm missing something on my Oilers and NHL's insiders list. But the latest update is the Oilers closing out that first period with nothing new to report. Although, is that Dylan Holloway in that photo? That's Dylan Holloway in that photo. I think we could do it. We could get that going there as well. We could try and snip that and really have a nice little thumbnail for Dylan Holloway in his preseason action with the Oilers. This is not where I wanted to clip the thing, so let's see if we can't just get this going here. Bang. No, that one's not nearly as dynamic as the Stuart Skinner show. Alright, cool. So it's Jack Michaels and Tony Brar back on my TV yet again. So let's see what we can get going. Yeah, no, you guys definitely, I'm glad somebody pointed out to where the live stream was for me, so I figured passing it along quicker, easier access for you folks would be no issue at all. 19 for 19, Stuart Skinner shuts out the Jets. Alright. So yeah, no, big game out of Stuart Skinner start things off here in the preseason. Calvin Pickard so far perfect as well. So things are looking good for the Oilers early on, right? If we can hold on and get it going, you know what that means for the cumulative season that I keep talking about. So we can't complain too much about that. But I think for the Oilers, the big thing right now is just continuing to hold down the fort and get the job done here in this period, right? It's obviously not the most gorgeous offensive lineup that the Oilers could ice today, but again, for the Oilers, it's one of those lineups that you want to see have success, be able to shut down the game, score a couple goals, and win. And so far, that's been the formula from the Oilers' crop of players on the ice. Like, I wouldn't say it's an overly veteran lineup. I mean, Jason Demers, Evan Bouchard, Brett Kulak, Jesse Puljujärvi, Warren Foegele are your biggest mainstays in the NHL right now. I mean, to a degree, Ryan McLeod and, of course, Brad Malone as well. For the life of me, I cannot see why the Oilers want to trade Puljujärvi. He's such a monster in transition. Well, big thing with Puljujärvi, I mean, this game he just has not been able to get a shot off, but that being the problem, they just have not been able to get a puck cleanly to him to get him a shot, so that's tough as well. That's tough when you can't get a puck across to a guy to fire that trigger one-timer that Puljujärvi so often flubbed in the back half of the second season there last year. But again, you know what? He's fully healthy, fully over being sick, and hopefully ready to rip and run another great season with the Oilers here this year. So I can just get this to go off. Cool. Exit full screen, enter full screen. There we go. We're good. Got it figured out. We're good. Yeah, I don't think there's much more to really talk about in this first intermission. Back to... And it looks like Puljujärvi made gear changes as well. Back to covert sticks and back to Supreme skates for Jesse Puljujärvi. It's QR5 Pro and Mox. Alright, cool. Interesting notes, right? That's things you can continue to see throughout the season for Oilers players with social media. There's so much that can be analyzed on every photo. I love it. Looks like I've got a buddy who's at the Oilers game today on Facebook. That's good. Had a goatee cutter being down there enjoying the game today. That's fun to see. Getting a good photo of Stewie, Schaefer, and McLeod. Actually, hold on. No, he's not. He's not. Oop. You know on Facebook how you can sometimes duplicate share things? Yeah, that's an Oilers Nation post. So, my bad. Royals looking fresh though. That's for sure. That's the Oilers Nation post. My apologies. I thought my buddy was at the game. I got excited. Oh well. Probably working hard up there in the oil field. All good. Alright. What do we got? Not much. Not much else left to do. Out of town scoreboard. Flames up over the Canucks. 1-0. McLean has the goal there. Luke Kunin has the goal for the San Jose Sharks. And Justin Danforth has the goal for the Columbus Blue Jackets on top of the Pittsburgh Penguins in the first intermission. And the other out-of-town game, Canucks and Calgary split squad other action, has not started yet, so keep that in mind. And for some reason it says we're going to overtime. We are not. And out-of-town scoreboard, Golden Knights and Colorado Avalanche as well, getting underway at 7 p.m. today. And Ducks defeated the Coyotes 3-2. Keep that in mind there too. All right, well, let's see. Jack Michael's impressed by what we've seen over the past 2 periods. Why not bring it home with a 3rd period just exactly the same way? I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't. I think it's been a very effective game from the Oilers, and I'd like to see a little bit more of that in the 3rd period. Maybe score a goal or 2. And sorry, I petted the cat when I went upstairs, and of course I just touched my nose, so I've screwed myself now for the rest of this game. My apologies if I'm touching my nose a whole bunch, but it just is the nature of the beast. And my friends, we are currently at 148.5 hours watched on this stream, so we are just about to clutch off the entire 150-hour cap. That's amazing. I mean, if I can ever rock 150 hours in a day, we're having a good day on Dolynny TV, that's for sure. So we're close to doing it here, and we can close in very quickly on that number down the stretch here in this 3rd period. The stream, 4,250 views all told. That's not bad at all. Can't complain about that one bit, that's for sure. Most of it coming from YouTube search, browse features, suggested videos, notifications a little bit, I guess you could say. And we're looking all right for sure. Reached 17,000 impressions. Wow, that's crazy. And well, 19% click-through rate, 22% click-through rate. And why is it saying that? I don't know what's going on there. All right, well, a good stream here today, that's for sure. And hopefully we can get things going for the Oilers in this period. Tough Cuff, my man. Things I did not expect on the stream today. Thank you so much. That is unreal. A $20 donation on the board. Appreciate that help with that cam equipment. Folks, how did nobody ask? Oh my goodness, how did I butcher that? Thank you for the reminder, Tough Cuff. As we get ready for this 3rd period, let me show this thing off. Oh goodness, all right, we're back on board here. Let me go get this baby. Oh yes. So, if you're new to Dolynny TV, I had this fine little webcam for the past several years, doing the best video work we can. But this week, as Tough Cuff mentioned, we went out and purchased this little baby here. I'm going to mute this graphic quickly if we can't get it going because you can't see it fully. But I went out and bought myself. I worked a couple of rodeos, worked a couple hockey tournaments this year, went and bought myself an XA15 Canon camera, full HD camcorder kind of deal. It's one of those pro camcorders, right? It's got the nice little sleeve on this side. Zoom button right up here, as you can see right there. It's got the audio rack, SD card slots, of which I did have a Class 10 camera, by the way, Budsy. And we are rocking and rolling. Yes, it is absolutely mint to have this guy. This has been a big dream of mine. This has been an absolute big dream of mine ever since I was in, well, pretty much high school, working on the Cold Lake High School cameras we had back in the day, the Canon T3Is. Back in the day in the multimedia lab back then, but it feels great to have this in my hand and be able to do something with it now. Yesterday out at the Minor Hockey Association, I was helping out with evaluations. I spent a little time handing out business cards, pleading my case as to, hey, I can stream your game, let me find a cameraman, give me a couple of dates, and I'll stream your hockey tournaments for you. I really don't care if I'm getting paid because, friends, as you see with Tough Cuff here on Dolynny TV this afternoon, we can get paid here on YouTube at worst case scenario. So thank you so much for that, Tough Cuff, and thank you for allowing me to take a second here to tell you all about the newest addition to the Dolynny TV family. And I love this coming out to a Warriors call. That gets me right back to that 2012-2013 season with Cold Lake Ice, my first in Alberta Junior B, way back when, getting a little experience doing stuff that I do now, that's for sure. All right, we're on the board. Ah, that Warriors call feels so good to hear. Anyway, we're rocking and rolling for what's going to be a good rest of the game, that is for sure. And I'm just not sure why it's coming up. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything I missed here. I don't think I missed anything impactful. No, there wasn't anything crazy in the comment section that I've missed tonight. That's good. Oilers fans all ready for this big third period. I mean, it feels funny. The preseason game could have as big of a third period as this, but in a defensive game like this, you know you want to see a big period. And look at that guy. That guy's got an arm too. Wow. But yeah, it's going to be a good third period just based on it being such a good game. Like this has felt like a natural NHL game. Obviously not the same caliber as having a Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl out there, maybe a Jack Campbell in net, or maybe a Darnell Nurse on the ice defensively. But it felt right so far, just based on the Oilers playing a solid 40 minutes of hockey. They lose the opening faceoff, hammered in by the Jets. And that'll get down the Jets, who are on the penalty kill to start things off after the period ending too many men call, and the Oilers will regroup behind their own net and start out the penalty attack. As here comes again Mr. Ryan McLeod. He's really trying to develop those puck skills by the looks of it in this game, kind of the confidence attacking the zone with the puck. And here's Dylan Holloway regrouping, taking the puck from Evan Bouchard momentarily before Bouchard leads it out from behind the net. Bouchard will hand it back, and here comes Dylan Holloway as he loads up, guns off to Puljujarvi, who chips it ahead to Holloway. Holloway has been the most noticeable player on the ice all game. I'd say second most noticeable on the offensive side has been Tyler Benson, who's been an absolute monster out there, making some great passes and setting up some great opportunities. Here's Holloway, one-timer blitzed wide of the net. And now the Oilers continue the attack. 5-on-4 chance here, fed in front, and it goes off a stick and fired back into Jets territory by the Oilers. My goodness, what a great game this has been so far from Dylan Holloway. Great looks. He doesn't have a point on the ledger. The lone assist on the Niemelainen goal given to Malone. But again, I could argue it could either be Puljujarvi or Holloway with an assist secondary on that goal. So keep that in mind there. Here we go. We're rocking and rolling, and ahead goes the puck. A chance here, played into the middle. Perfetti's going to rip a shot into the glove of Calvin Pickard, the Oilers' third-string goaltender, here to make Stuart Skinner earn the role in the NHL this season. Feels good. 18:24 to go in this third period, despite it saying shootout. Signed as a free agent July 13th, 2022 by the Oilers was Calvin Pickard. And friends, we are at 46 likes on this stream. Can't forget about that. I've obviously impressed enough people today. Anyway, we're rocking and rolling. 18:21 to go in this third period. Puck fired ahead by Hamlin all the way down. Not an icing against the Oilers. Held up there by Xavier Bourgault for a moment as the Jets defenseman. He'll finally play it off. And here's the Jets developing a play. Perfetti, not in the rush. Sorry, it's Dubois making the pass and almost allowing a good chance for the Jets to get it on net. Doesn't go through. 17:56 as the Jets skate into the puck, win their own end, and here come the Jets again in flight, getting it going down the ice, and they will chip and chase, and the Oilers will meet it there. Ryan Murray, almost a good little nifty backhand play to get it away from danger. The Jets, however, come up with it behind the net. Wraparound opportunity. Pickard freezes up, and a nifty play there by the Oilers to clear the crease just on a backhand tap. James Hamlin gets crunched, but takes out a Jets player in the process, and it'll be froze by Calvin Pickard, who gets the stoppage in play. Manalainen. Nice, I like it. Manalainen. Oh wait, that's the Jets player. Sorry, Marcus Niemelainen. I thought that's what Bob was saying, but it's Manalainen. And took out Calvin Pickard, that's for sure. However, this puck will be to the right of Pickard, who will see this face-off go here. Sorry, I've crossed my arms. I've just kind of mailed it in the rest of this game. The old lungs hurt after talking as much as I have so far. However, this one won there by the face-off by the Oilers. Chipped off the dashboard glass, and down the ice it'll go. And into Jets territory, where they regroup and play it through a player's skates. through the middle and turned back by Noah Philp, who's had some chances to touch the puck. And I think that's the big thing for him, is he's been able to touch the puck enough to be noticed on the ice. Like, he's had the puck a couple times so far this game. That game just legged out, and now all of a sudden we got an icing with 16:34 to go in this third period. I don't know if you all just missed that as much as I did. Evan Bouchard rocking the dirty 5 o'clock shadow. There's a lot of height to that thing. And looking good is Evan Bouchard. Here we go. Teams generally fly in and out on the same day in the preseason. Did not know that. Okay, good note there from Bob Stauffer. Brad Malone battling there for the puck. It's going to be almost turned over, but the Oilers will clear the zone. 18 shots on net for the Oilers, 24 shots on net for the Jets. The Oilers lead 1-0 in the debut game of this 2023 or 2022-2023 preseason action. Jake Virtanen on the ice now for the Oilers. Chance here for Jason Demers, who I think has had about the same kind of preseason game as Jake Virtanen. Not that impressive. He's been a guy on the ice, but not much more for the majority of the game. Obviously, Jason Demers took a penalty. Jake Virtanen's had one really good shot on net, and that's really all you can write home. A turnover there by Virtanen. Shot fired on net and saved by Picard. So that was a bad turnover there from Virtanen, just on cue as we're talking about what he's done tonight. And here's a chance here for the Jets to get in and going. Hamlin gets it going, but I mean, tough part for Virtanen in this game is he's been playing on a line with Dylan Holloway. Tough to look good when you have Dylan Holloway looking as good as he has. There's Samorukov firing it off the boards. It'll go up to Bourgault. Bourgault will chip it ahead to Hamlin. Hamlin will see it go off the boards, chipped by an Oiler and played there. Hamlin gets absolutely wrecked. Bourgault can't handle a puck, and it goes back behind the Jets' net into their possession, where they will just walk to the face-off dot, fire it off the body of Bourgault, D to D accidentally, more or less, and fire it ahead all the way down to Calvin Picard, who will play it there. He will see it off to Samorukov. Samorukov high and wide off the boards, glass, and out. Jets reload. Dubois in on the attack. He'll fire the shot, swallowed up by Picard, who just bodies it in behind himself. And that one will be kept in possession by the Jets. Stumble there by Dubois. And the Jets will see this one go back to the top of the zone. The Oilers will load it up there. And now we got a 2-on-1 chance. McLeod shoots the puck, fires it wide. Rebound off the back of the boards, almost comes right to Puljujarvi. Again, the Jets just doing enough to make the Oilers think twice about passing that puck on the 2-on-1. And I think as a head coach, Jay Woodcroft's not minding his guys being a little selfish in this action, trying to create an opportunity just on shooting the puck, evaluate where they're going to look on the rush. And Picard, what a swallow up there, just kind of bodies that puck up nicely. And then here's McLeod, who's had to be selfish twice because the Jets have taken away the 2-on-1 chance. And off of Riddick there, and away it goes. So the Oilers 19 shots now on the game. The Jets 26 in the game so far, with 14:08 to go in this final frame. And it's 6:03 on the clock, so supper time coming up here quick. Not too bad at all. 13:58 to go in this third period. Shot fired down off a body at the blue line, kept in briefly by the Oilers and turned over to the Jets in their own zone, where they will start out. I think Jake Chiason's busted escape blade. He's trying to skimmy off the ice, and he's trying to get going, but the Oilers now shorthanded because of it, trying to get a man onto the boards without taking a too-many-men penalty. Near side boards, wide open look, shot fired wide by the Jets. There have been a lot of shots miscalculated by both sides. There's an aggressive play by Bouchard on the puck-carrying Jets player, and that was a great takedown, and now he'll battle him up again. He's a big boy there for the Jets as well. I wonder if that's Menelainen. This one will be played ahead by the Oilers finally after they control possession. Bourgault looking to take control of this puck. He's got Dylan Holloway out there, 54-55 on the ice for the Oilers, and this one will go all the way into the middle of the ice in the Oilers zone. Jets looking to come up with that puck. Bourgault thought he had some space to skate it, didn't. Shot fired and now turned back, and here's Holloway with the turnover for the Oilers. and it is chipped up and out of play on a nifty defensive stick by the Jets, who have been very good at getting back when they've needed to. And that was a great chance there for Bourgault and Holloway to potentially get loose. Could they have? Should they have? All right, what do we got going on? Full and split season seats still available, starting at $65 per game. Ooh, that's a heck of a deal if a guy had split game season seats, but I don't know if I want to do that for 41 games, $65. That sounds like a lot of money. We're not going to do that for a guy that has to work most nights as an Oilers fan in Calgary. Let me tell you that. We are not going to do that. I think I will think twice of that. And we have a lost fan, the Vancouver Canucks fan, found out for hanging out in the seat. They're playing Calgary, my friend. And they're here October 3rd for a preseason match, 7 p.m. on the Monday. So after my long weekend of having fun next weekend, we'll meet back here on Dolynny TV for a period or two of hockey on a Monday night against the Vancouver Canucks. Why not? Let's do it. I think that game's actually broadcast on TV, so we might not be doing that one here on Dolynny TV, but we'll see. If these live streams are going to be anything like they were earlier today, I'm going to take every chance to get in front of you guys as I can. So let's rock it and roll it. But we're having ourselves one good little finish to this live stream, I must say. Up to 8,792 subscribers on the career, a new career high on Dolynny TV. Quite excited about that. I'm going to have to celebrate that in the post game, though. I don't quite got the energy right now. We got to sustain this for the next 12 minutes and 47 seconds as the kid wears a popcorn helmet. And Epiphany, thank you so much. I can only agree with sentiment. Help with camera. Thank you so much, my man. Yeah, no, we are rocking and rolling. Now I just want to pull it out and show it off again. You guys donating for the camera. Man, that thing is making me feel like $1 million. Let me tell you, that camera is unreal, and I can't wait to use it. I've used XA11s my entire life so far, so to have an XA15 that has all the hookups, all the power to it, and everything, I'm very excited about what's going to happen. So thank you, Tough Cuff and Epiphany, for the $20 Canadian donos here on the channel. And we cannot wait to see what I can do, because the big thing is the camera's bought, it's paid for. I'm not out money on that because I've worked for that money. But now the big part is, of course, buying the Pelican case, buying the proper tripod, buying all that, and getting it all intertwined together so as we actually have a legit setup. And we're not far away from that, let me tell you. 12:11 to go here in this third period. When I cash this YouTube check at the end of the month, we'll be able to do some stuff for sure. 12:03 to go. It's been a good return. I can tell you that much. Now the Oilers in on the defensive side of the puck. Ryan Murray, a nifty little backhand shovel out of the zone. The Jets suddenly moving their feet quite a bit here and looking good doing it, I must say. So here we go. If you're in Alberta and drive, gas tax kicks back in October 1st, so buy gas before the 1st. Oh, trust me, I will be. And another too many men call. So is it Edmonton shorthanded, or is it Winnipeg shorthanded? I was too busy talking about myself. My apologies. That's how these streams normally go. And yes. And yep. It is the Oilers with too many men. Marcus Niemelainen getting a little bit of love from the broadcast group. Here we go, friends. The Winnipeg Jets power play back to action. I don't know what I just did. I just messed up my headset. But, yeah, we're going to rock and roll here for the last 11:47. The Jets, potentially, with one of their mid-period chances to tie it here right now on the power play. Dubois against McLeod to the right of Picard. The face-off won back by the Jets. Way out of the zone, though, all the way back to their end. And that'll be it. That'll be all for their first shift of the power play. Just simply put, trying to get offensive zone time. They have to load up from their own end, behind their own net. Through the neutral they go. And the Oilers are going to be able to get to this puck first on the dump. Ryan Murray not strong enough to get it out, though. And Dubois will meet it at the near side half wall. He'll dump back to the point. Oh, wow. Wired that shot from the point. My stream kind of froze there for a second, so I wasn't really sure what was going on. But it was a wire shot from the blue line by the Jets and up and out of play. And look at this nifty little play. Fogle beat there, and then bang. I think it was tipped in front and up and out of play by the Jets. a good chance there to try and get that goal they're looking for in this game. And it just feels so natural wearing the Royal Blues, you know? Like, nothing looks amiss. Everything looks just right in place. Obviously, this is the first time we've seen the Royal Blues under Adidas's banner. So it's a new look jersey maker. And again, we'll have another look at it next season when the Oilers will be wearing the Royal Blues under a different banner from somebody else who bids on the NHL jerseys. After Adidas did all these new crazy things, I just don't think they saw the sales they were looking for. So they're abandoning the contract a little bit. 10:55 to go here in this third period. The Jets load up from the blue line. They're going to rip a shot. It'll go wide. And at least one thing for me for sure is the fact that Mr. Stuart Skinner gets to enjoy a shutout performance because he's now sitting on the bench, and whatever happens to Calvin Pickard is on Calvin Pickard. Folks, here we go. 10:32 to go here in this third period. The Jets loading up, trying to get this job done. Perfetti down low, across. Puck hops over a stick, and the Jets will see it go to the far side boards where Evan Bouchard, penalty killing, gets it to Brett Kulak, also out there, who's going to chip it off the boards and get it down the ice past the official, past everybody. And that will clear out for the penalty more or less as the Jets start up another attack. Brad Malone out there still short-handed actually. 10:03 to go in this third period as it'll be turned back by Marcus Niemelainen, led into the stick of James Hamblin, and now all of a sudden the Oilers in flight here as Brad Malone fires a shot, a juicy rebound right onto the stick of the Jets backtracking defender. And the Oilers now no longer shorthanded as Noah Philp out on the penalty kill. Takes a man out. There's one noticeable thing he's done. Shot fired by Demers. Rebound followed up, and the Oilers score out of nowhere. It is James Hamblin. You want to talk about a guy who's had a good rookie camp in preseason so far too. Mr. Jimmy Hamblin getting the job done. The Hammer puts the nail in the coffin, hopefully, for the Jets here. 2-0 Edmonton Oilers. And man, I love this kid. If you know the history of Dolynny TV, the day we signed James Hamblin, I was able to get a guy who worked in the content creation department with the Medicine Hat Tigers in the early part of James Hamblin's career. And he had nothing but glowing things to say to Shea Getzinger, who now works in the NLL, but he was talking to all things James Hamblin with me, and it was fantastic to be able to talk up Jimmy Hamblin, the Hammer, with the Bakersfield Condors last season, and now putting a big goal on the board. He put a couple up in the Young Stars games, and now he's got one in the NHL preseason. You'll love to see it. James Hamblin scoring. I mean, yeah, it would have been great to see Dylan Holloway score, and he still might, but for James Hamblin, that one surely feels good, and he's got a great story. If you get a chance, go back to that first interview he had captaining the Young Stars Classic team, because he's got quite a little bit of a sad story there at the end of the day about losing someone pretty special to him, and the way he's honoring her and stuff, pretty special indeed. So here we go. Shot for the Jets, fired into traffic. Hamblin scoops it up, and he will dip it out, but a bad pass there by Tyler Benson leads to another chance. It's James Hamblin from Noah Philp and Jason Demers, and Hamblin doesn't have a photo loaded into the system yet, and that is it. That is all right there. So this one puck back behind the net, and Jason Demers gets on the board. So you got two defensemen looking good on the board, both looking to earn spots with the Oilers, and Demers and Niemelainen. This one across. Chance here for Schaefer. Was that Schaefer? No, that was Sam Rukov firing the shot off the goaltender, David Riddick. And the Jets are scrambling in their own zone with 8:25 to go. There's Schaefer throwing the body a little bit. Or was that Schaefer? I don't know. I think that was Fogle, actually. And there's Puljujärvi stripping another puck for the Oilers, forcing the Jets back down deep behind their own net. They're going to try headman this one out of the zone. They do. And the Jets are up and in through the neutral into the Oilers zone on that chip. Picard's going to chip it back, tip it there, and that'll be played there ahead. Now flipped out by Brad Malone. This one's going to bounce off the M boards, and there's Jake Virtanen working on trying to find a spot in the Oilers organization somewhere. Dips it down low, and on the puck right away is Dylan Holloway. Like I said, when you're talking about puck engagement, game engagement, Dylan Holloway is a 5 out of 5 this game for sure, in most games that I've watched him play. as he's Johnny on the spot all the time. Here's Holloway holding up the line. Brad Malone in, shot fired, rebound. Holloway fired wide. 7:30 to go in this third period, and now Dylan Holloway is keeping the show going, and this is the problem. For Jake Virtanen, this is the worst line he could be on trying to stand out, because my goodness, look at Dylan Holloway this game, just absolutely stealing the show. You'll love to see it. It's been a fantastic effort from the 2020 first round pick for the Oilers, a guy that I think folks were a little bit surprised they didn't end up getting. I believe that year it was Seth Jarvis, but for the Oilers getting Dylan Holloway, it looks like a slam dunk so far. And yeah, it's tough for a guy like Jake Virtanen trying to earn a contract with the Oilers, because simply put, it is a tough go when you've got a guy standing out as much as Dylan Holloway has this game. And Tyler Benson has been very noticeable this game as well. He's engaged with Malott right now of the Winnipeg Jets, scrambling up. But Tyler Benson, if he's going to be a bottom six forward in the NHL, he's got to have a rough, tumbly side to him. Not necessarily dropping the gloves, but be a tougher customer to play against. And he's been engaged physically on the forecheck. He's made some great passes like he's always capable of. Tyler Benson, impressive in his own right tonight as well. This one, look at this one come up, and that was as dangerous of a play as it possibly gets for David Riddick, who had to freeze that puck off the fire in by Marcus Niemelainen, in a perfectly placed puck. You don't see enough of those in the NHL nowadays. And this one shot off a body. The Oilers will see this one rimmed around by the Jets, where it'll be recovered by Demers and Niemelainen. Philp will fire it up, and now he will try and get this one out. He does. It'll be back behind the defender. Bourgault's got a step. Bourgault's going to fire it to the middle. Philp can't get there over Riddick. Riddick able to clear it out of space. Now Bourgault's got to be careful not to take a hook. And here's Philp. All right, here's Philp. He's going to take it in, and he couldn't get it going. So, all right, 2-0 for the Oilers. Like we said, I wanted another goal. We got it, courtesy of Mr. James Hamblin. And you know what? We got 6:11 to go. The Oilers looking in control to take it home. They just got to finish it off. In this lineup, against this Jets lineup, it's nice to see that the Oilers can roll, right? The Oilers don't have a super stud in the lineup, and I mean Pierre-Luc Dubois is kind of the Oilers Jets super stud. I guess Puljujarvi, to a degree, if he has the season everyone wants him to have this year, would be that super stud, kind of similar to Dubois. And I mean, there's Perfetti in the lineup. You can make the arguments. Dylan Holloway, baby. Dylan Holloway. That's all I got to say. As the Oilers are going to chip this one ahead. It's Foegele across to McLeod. McLeod, oh, an ill-advised play by Riddick, and McLeod finishes it off, chipping it into the net in front. And Ryan McLeod takes home a goal in this one. 5:36 to go in the third period. 3-0 for the Oilers. And don't you just love watching David Riddick screw up? I mean, it's one of my simple pleasures in the NHL. He goes to bat that puck down the ice, and Ryan McLeod, the lengthy reach, chip, goal, back of the net, and the Oilers lead 3-0. What a pass there from Foegele just to get it to open space, and you'll love. I mean, as an Oilers fan, David Riddick can be the nicest guy on the planet, but as an Oilers fan, I love to see David Riddick look dumb on the ice. That stick flip back then, he screwed himself for the rest of his career against us Oilers fans. It might only be preseason. I don't care. Looks good. Ryan McLeod, third goal of the game. Foegele gets it going. Hey, man. What's going on? I know who that. Oh, look at that shot from the point. 4-0 for the Oilers. Evan Bouchard, point shot. What a chance. And I think it got a piece of Holloway, is what Mr. Bob Stauffer's saying. The Oilers got the goal from Dylan Holloway at long last. Not the one we thought we would, but Dylan Holloway, his preseason goal finally goes in. And 5:09 to go in this third period. The Oilers have suddenly exploded right here, right now. Here's Evan Bouchard with the old patented Bouch bomb. In front's Dylan Holloway, who might have gotten a piece of it. Be interesting to see who they credit here. And look at that blast from Bouchard. Wide open space. The shot off the leg of Holloway. Back in the net, baby. Let's go. That feels good. And yes, sir, I think you chose a great time to tune in, my friend. And I think we'll have to get back to the old regular routine here some day this week, as things are looking like they're pretty free this week. I'll tell you that much. All right, 4-0 for the Oilers on the goal from Dylan Holloway. Seconds after the Ryan McLeod goal. And that feels good. Thanks that. Some kind of black pellet. But now Cole Perfetti countering for the Winnipeg Jets. 4:30 to go in this game. And it'll be chipped out into the middle. But high zone, Jets kept it in. Dipsy Doodle into the middle of the ice. The Jets can't get it onto one of their sticks, so now Bourgault's going to chip it ahead. And here comes Tyler Benson, who really looks like he's kind of improved his skating a bit too this year. Getting it down deep onto the Jets netminder Riddick, and I love what's going on. I love what's going on with Mr. David Riddick right here. This feels good. 4:08 to go in this third period. We'll see what we can't get going here as bing, bang, boom. Holloway tips in a Bush bomb, TM, trademark. And what else do we got? Clowder from Fogs, 3-0 with 5 to go. It feels good now. Yeah, what do we got? $119,000 live jackpot for the Oilers preseason jackpot so far. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And yeah. All right. What do we got going here? Anything that we can get rolling? I don't think there is as of yet. It's going to be commercial time. Oh, jeez. T-shirt cannon. Here we go. The old Simpsons one. This is actually one of the most fun parts about being in Rogers Place. It's also a very aggressive preseason t-shirt toss, in my opinion. But I'm just being honest here. They still got the old coloring, so I don't know what's going on here. There we go. The old t-shirt's going on, and there's Hunter in that royal blue. That looks good. That looks right. Here we go. Orange and blue crew still wearing the old colors too. I don't think they've gotten updated colors yet, but there's a whole bunch of t-shirts flying around. The reverse retros flying around at Rogers Place today feel good too. I think I'm a big fan of seeing as many people rocking reverse retros as possible. I've heard that the Oilers reverse retro on like eBay and stuff's going for like $800 or something, according to somebody I talked to in Edmonton. That's quite crazy. Perks of living in southern Alberta. You go to Pro Hockey Life at Cross Iron Mall. Guess what's not sold out? Oilers jerseys. Why? Because you're in Flames country. And guess what? That means you're able to scoop up a reverse retro in January without paying anything. I mean, January 2021, that, by the way. All right. Here we go. Let's get this going. 3:50 to go in this third period. The Oilers commanding a 4-0 lead. It would take some kind of Oilers stupidity to lose this game, which I just don't think we're going to see. NHL opening day, my friends, I think is October 12th or 13th. I think opening day is the 12th and we play the 13th. I don't know. Somebody's just got to book me tickets. I got a buddy who's got to book me tickets after he gets off night shifts to go to the Oilers home opener. Just waiting on that to happen and then we'll be good. So don't be expecting a home opener live stream from me because I'm going to be in Edmonton having a good time. I just got to get confirmation he's got the day off the next day so as we can go, and the day off that day as well. And then I'm going to be good guy gone watching the Oilers play the home opener. Hopefully a good fitting tribute to Ben Stelter. Sorry, I always screw that up. I don't know why when I don't think about it. Hopefully a good fitting tribute to Ben, and hopefully we get things going right on the right note with a win on opening night as well. So here we go. 4-0 for the Oilers, 3:12 to go in this third period. Tell them to get 3. Sounds like you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, I think we could probably get 3. I think he's worked that hard. I think he's done that. Tyler Benson across. The Oilers zipping it around the Jets zone. Here we go. Back and forth. The Oilers passing it around, stretching out the Jets with 2:50 to go in this third period. Good recovery by Niemelainen to force it deep back to Benson, who, like I said, he's been all over it and noticeable this game for sure. Chase on out there, couldn't fire a shot. He had that one really good look and missed wide. That really sucks for him because this is probably his only preseason game this preseason, and he missed a golden opportunity to maybe earn a second game. But here's a shot fired off of Picard and the Oilers 2:30 away from getting things dangerously going here. 150 seconds is all they got to bleed off the clock. And look at this. I'm going to get things done right on time tonight. Love this. I predicted supper should be at 7. We're at 6:30 right now. The game will be done by 6:30. Bang, we'll be flying for supper at 7 with the post game done as well in tow. So here we go. The Oilers flipping it through the neutral all the way down into the Jets territory. 2 minutes to go. We are closing in on closing time. 156 as the Jets start out from behind their own net, chip it through the middle, and here's a chance. Backhander blocked by the Oilers. Chance in on Picard, pile up in front, but he stands tall and gets the job done with the big save. And what a chance there for the Jets to get it going. A little bit of nasties. Brad Malone engaged. He's looking to get something going here to clear the crease. And that Jets little youngster is looking to kind of clean up things. And there you go. What do you want to see from Jake Virtanen? You want to see him physically engaged. Where's Jake Virtanen right now? He's in that scrum saying, hey, buddy, you want to talk about going with Brad Malone? You come see me. And that's exactly what Jake Virtanen was telling that little young guy from the Winnipeg Jets. Like, you can mix it up with the old guy, or you can mix it up with me. And if you're mixing it up, you're mixing it up with me. What a save there by Picard. Lane opened up for Malott, and then Malott grabs Malone, and Jake Virtanen very quickly chests him up. So here we go. All right. Here we go. Let's get this rolling. All right, 4 o'clock start for the Oilers. That guy rocking the, that's a heck of a jersey to have. The Doug Glatt Highlanders jersey, love that. Here we go, shot fired. Tyler Benson fires it down into the neutral, and now away come the Jets, firing it back into the crease, or back behind the net, sorry. Starting to fall asleep here. That's what ends up happening late in the third period, trust me. Tyler Benson fires it up, and this is going to go into the neutral where the Jets will play it ahead and play it across to the front of the blue line and tipped off the boards, and the Oilers will control that puck. It comes into possession of James Hamlin, content to just dump it down deep. Right, the Oilers don't need to get fancy with it now. They just need to get it in deep and call it good. That's about all they have to do the rest of this game. Take it home, boys. Take it home. The final stretch of the game. 1 minute to go, and Dmitry Samorukov dumps it off. The Oilers will just walk this one home for something to take it home. Chance in front, looking for 5-0 for Dylan Holloway. He can't finish it off on the backhand sauce from Brad Malone, and it'll be Mr. Calvin Picard playing it right up the gut. A dangerous play, but it works out, and the Oilers will chip that one down deep again. 36 seconds to take it home, boys. Let's get it done. 30 seconds on the clock now. The Oilers see it chipped and, dumped all the way to Picard by the Jets. It comes to Xavier Bourgault, who gets it across the blue line, and we are up and pretty much done with this game now. A cutoff there by Bourgault. He's going to dipsy doodle, lose it in his own feet. 10 seconds to go. The Jets clear their own zone, and away we go with a 4-0 victory here tonight. The Oilers start the preseason with a 4-0 win on the books, my friends. It is game over between the Jets and Oilers, a 4-0 final for our Edmonton Oilers, and the cumulative season is 4-0, baby. The Oilers in 2022-2023 remain undefeated. I'm Tyson, this Dolynny TV. To the post game I go. I am up on Oda here.